Well, hello. Miss Sama, good evening. I hope that they say they're waiting me. Atimenka. I hope but mommy will say you can hear me now. I've tried to fix the sound. To let me know if Motimeka with the sound or not. Mommy who say Motimeka with the sound now. Okay. So if you can hear me with the sound right now, you'll be okay. Jude is Otimeka. So thank you very much, Jude. Say, mommy, heads up because I think that when you're on fire, Sana. Okay, so my point and I'm raising I shall say starting is that this election, a very close race, a very close race between NDC and MPP. But the new latest results now, Saka reset finding Mahama is at 49%, 49%, which means 2 months ago, reset now, Dr. Don Femo, and a higher better than once in Dr. Don Femo, Bawumia was winning that one. And Bawumia was leading at 47%. Right now, Mahama was 49%. And you are knocking Bawumia off the lead. We're knocking Bawumia off the lead. Till it's in America about 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or serious. And you don't get it into your head that you have a comfortable lead. 2-3 months ago, recently, Dr. Don Fede, Bawumia was leading at 47%. Right now, Mahama is leading at 49%. 49%. 49%. And do MPP, this is the time that you cannot be comfortable. This is the time that you work. Because then I say Bawumia, leading Mahama will take you over. And don't forget, from 3 years, in the Economic Intelligence Unit, watch your report in the channel. Mahama has been leading because of anti-government sentiment. There's this anger, a buffoonery against the government of the day, which is an incumbency disadvantage, slightly normal. So we will be our deep politics. You can tell, say, we are normal. It's not strange. I am normal because I am beyond the second term one. I like this. And this is the trend. A bit Joe Biden normally at the end of Ghana, so you are form of democracy. So we are also experiencing the same. I'm on the second term. It is usually so we know at the end of your first term now goodwill. Now at the end of his first term, you cannot goodwill no swat it. What if you're from President Rawlings 1992, 1996? Because it happens a incumbency disadvantage. President Kufuor between 2000 winning elections, 2004 second term. Mahama between Atamel Sidia or Handy Obama Mahama second term vote no so it was even a fiercely contested a incumbency disadvantage because you see, look at Tapadia Semi and another statue of what me. That if you even doubt to say Abain be upon a second term and who hear anymore, would you look at that? Taprade originally is an NDC World MPP World Bank. Taprade said second D a Sicado. And they say if you go to a Western region, Taprade MPP be winning, but the second D. Sicado, MPP for many years they will lose those seats. I don't know the promise and not channel. Secondly, meanwhile, first, MPP form blinking your campaign for how was secondary because secondary traditionally is an MPP seat. But honorable the promise and not channel. Sicado, MPP is likely to win Sicado because the big fish in Sicado, which was Joe Gate free. Now, MPP candidate now, or Yera BC. Oh yeah, they about even what did you got to a scale so now the BC to scale so among your pet. You got a more political experience than Mukutano. It's not the same. And also affecting a friend saying a Sicado Ketan. If MPP loses a Sicado Ketan, I won't be surprised. These are all the kind of homework I was MPP for Konomokoye. Because if and then you know how come at the national level, no, NBC now is showing 49%. Meanwhile, just a couple of months ago, now Bawumia, Mahama vote to swat it. Mahama about 44%. Mahama drop it. 44%. But now Mahama has come back to take over. But because party for me, nobody is in 50. Except for what research is showing one party in 50%. Or why? And the basis near the end because me person may assembly free now. So he's really doing well. About to say you are talking too much. Talking to yes, remember to your man. That's what I'm supposed to do. Okay, take captain. We na kasa. You do money Antonio. Ya kasa. So Mahama is now at 49%. It's not a done deal for anybody. Why your homework? Now it's now the deal gross just because opponent in and that's why I fear for NBC. Because the fact that MPP are not doing well in the economy, will not give you an advantage. Look at what happened to Kamala Harris a year president Trump. Obia so America there. Trump or can't say and I young for four and I am baby and yes you are not Trump. Not only did he win, but the guy also won by a big margin. And Trump or some winning by a huge margin. And I know what that the last minute in a party for their campaign, you must go to the ground and do the work that you have to do. There is no reason why a Mahama vote, I was to me from 47%, now about 44%. Now Mahama is gaining again, 49%. Regional breakdown, I don't say the map and to be able to say, and let me show because then we are doing a weekly discussion of so far this week what the parties have been doing. Now, also this week, they said, don't get about free SHS. It also shows you saying, this near people, oh, yeah, desperate kakra. Because free SHS, they're from 2016 year 2 NDC for say, Mama find net campaign in Tia will be because free SHS. Sigari idea free SHS, and find free SHS, they don't go to Grasha. So you have to support free SHS and then say that Oba Bessan. You don't say don't get your and or say, Oba Bessan. A friend Oba cancel free SHS. Meanwhile, President Mahama to say, Obi Oba cancel free SHS. They are the person doing propaganda. So which is which? President Mahama say don't get your account. Say most of Oba free a free SHS. So if you say a propaganda, no be say changing free SHS. Which is which? Is a say don't get a part of that propaganda or not? These are the questions I was NDC, and I like what NDC has done, but they haven't been bold enough to admit that, can say, campaign to free SHS, but now we want to expand it. Because what NDC is doing with free first year education shows that NDC technically is expanding free SHS to the university education. But all these things will have to be reflected in the vote. They have to be reflected in the vote. And we have just 1 month. 1 month, after 4 weeks to elections. We have just 1 month to make sure that all this is reflected in the vote. So let me take you to this week. The NDC MPP in our area. In the meantime, Prophet One, he's also open Mahama Sempa. This week, coordinated about the same just before you are watching the
Now, Miss Rabusa say Ghana card. Etimi me nyaka. Ebetima me nyaka free. Because cost of many more, Mimentiasia. Bese me mo bia nso say Ghana card ebetimi de nyaka free. Cause bibie no e kire sa se betimi de nyaka free. Oma bia no wa e check free wom. Enam bese me busa sa 7 na ewura president yi ano ma me misre na da Roma. Se ebetimi me nyaka free a na my fire hunto so because yentiminya na ye sa
we Prophet One no any shenanigans near the end, but I think that this issue about Ghana card, anybody who condemns Ghana card now said you Brumanu said you why you form because look, ID identification, that is what has made Europe near Broche. That Ghana card should not even be a contentious issue. Ghana card should not be a contentious issue. Approach no be a con in Dubai. Hey, who do I be to that ID card? There should not be. This is the bogus issue. This is idea Ghana Posika NDC Posika woman, the Posika woman, not line the four almost floating Obiaka woman near Ghana card. It has come to stay. Let it be there. Let it be there. What I say? It has come to stay. Let it be there. Ghana card should not be an issue. So let's focus on the actual issue, which is economy. Unemployment. Those are the issues about Ghana. Now let's go to JDM.
Starting free SHS. Private schools no going. Until Consema ho baby, private school be or na ayama and condemning na school. You starting free SHS and I often na kofa omoma a free private school no. At the call a buying school. If you say a home omuntia. And to me them say na schooling kwa and I walk sa community no aban school bi ni ho enso omo fa nkwadaa no efiri sa school no e de call another community a baby aban school wo enti nkwadaa no ho akɔkyere omo e wo sa school mu because omo dɔɔso over we mu so wo capacity a omo betimi dey afa nkwadaa ni bi enti me say in those cases no also private school no ye de kan free SHS no ho Senebeya almost so honchre omo na enkwada no etimi enya kwan esuade.
And you can see this is what Mahama is saying about prayer. I think it makes this one is one of the best responses Mahama has ever given about pre-SHS issues. I think that even as I'm saying, Mahama should have even said it earlier. Cry and able to do this point because you see the issue about private schools not being captured as part of free SHS is very worrisome. Okay, beginning of free SHS. So many private schools were complaining bitterly because they are all delivering a national service. This is what they are doing to build Ghana. So I think this is a very good response, which is what NDC should have done in 2016. That here they are condemning free SHS. But here they are, we will inculcate the private schools. We will make sure say the financial costing it's manageable. I think it's one of the fantastic responses that Mahama has ever given about free SHS. Again, this shows you say 4 weeks now coming to elections. Mahama, NDC, MPP, they are all taking it very serious because I'll take you to what Bawumia is also saying this week. But let me play you the next video from Mahama camp.
NDC by every free SHS a political gimmick. Almost the say nipa dream. Enya no kre and enya no kre ochina. Free SHS has come to stay. Yen difference are not a war yene MPP in tem, and they say. Yeah, I say progressively free. Until you shall say 2015, your day students in free SHS Omuntia, and in the next year 2016, you have boarding students 140,000. Say your bema omubeseries HS Omuntia train, and you started from the poorest districts. I just say Yeshemukina increasing the numbers. But 2016, year 2 abano, we lost into MPP Beje, and almost they're going to start it immediately for everybody. Into almost say free for everybody. Into ultimate champo, ubenyane free, and all that. Into yaya for some 8 years now. It me who say and be implementation and koye. And then I say we'll have a national education stakeholders workshop. Now, you're the education experts, you're the awofo, you're the asofo, you're the ubia, everybody who is a stakeholder in education. Nia betras, nia share, baby, enko yeno, na yaswano. Also, you're the nia yehune say, free SHS no, any dedicated source of funding. Enti, sikano ko sope, se was ye bibia, a koda Minister of Finance table so, eche, Abra here Sikano at the free SHS no. And TSC about will do a dedicated source of funding. Say a tour and a bay you so say Yesika ye free ya goodiemu and a ye be ato sato no more. Send a beya emribia say a kobase I was here releasing Sika for secondary schools na say Sikano yetimi releasing. Into Number one, your dedicated source of financing. Number two, abaying almost centralizing feeding no. Enti abaying juma friend the national buffer stock. Omoni ema omusika no mato eduane no mo dia chairman secondary schools no. Enti do bia food contractors no simi supply eduane ma buffer stock. Ni entua omoka. Enti omo yentua omoka they stop supplying. Enti to bia enkwada no age say old boys yeah appeal Emma almost said eduane mai say ama this year to school no na old boys na koto emo ene bayre ne sardine ne ade no ma de abegu ho enti me dem say sheba say sika no yemfa ma buffer stock ye be che sika na ma schools no man kasa ukokro bia so a ejom wo ho ye ton bayre wo ho ye to gari wo ho ye ton emo wo ho ye ton enam wo ho ye ton brodo wo ho enti ye sika no be ma schools na kasa na omakoto sa nyoma no na omo de ama abeye aduane ama nkwada no eno be ma quality of food na ye better because in America America say men and women of God mo de mo secondary school ho no mo ankasa mo family ni nkohwe aduane aye de ma nkwada no one of
So again, this is what Mahama was saying in response to a free SHS. And I think that President Mahama last 2 weeks, recently, and especially University of Ghana for the demographics about 18 years, close to 24 years for normal to Bawumia. Majority of those people are voting for Bawumia. From 25 to 55, majority of those people know Tuama Mahama. So Mahama needs to cross over 50+1. And I think that he's intentionally addressing in Kolana already 18 to 24 no. And also addressing parents now. More parents don't have supporting Mahama Dada. Most of the parents will be voting Mahama because University of Ghana research now. Already between 25 and 55. Parents. Economy no city dollar exchange rate affect. So most of them already are on the side of Mahama. But you need more than just parents. So I think it is smart on his part to address free SHS and capture 18 to 24 years now. University of Ghana research shows that they are rather on the side of MPP. 55 plus for no Bawumia Dada. Into on the homework, what Bawumia is trying to do. So let me take you to Bawumia and what Bawumia is also trying to do to capture more economic bracket, more breadwinners, economy affect you more. You bottom sika, almost microphone. I am say, a city dollar exchange rate, because the bottom no ye toilet broke and the so let's look at what Bawumia is also doing to bring that 4 weeks back. So I boot for boot now obia then I'll take it to Jude ne a Professor Jobemo.
Na Maya asumdwe wo ho ube county 5 Ghana ka ho enti yeda nyame ase de ntia Ghana asumdwe wo Ghana no say Christopher ene kramofo ya asitinemo yewo nkabom yentem Christopher ene kramofo sere yetina no di tokobi ene yentem bibia ekoso jojo nyame adom ene ubehun se kramofo imams omoti asoridaimo unhunu the baby ada unhunu wa Africa ha baby a mi pie se mi betu franka ama MPP na nipa bebre njindi se MPP omobeto abama me enti ye nipa 10 ena ye ko sa kansi no na ohia me ena MPP dudu ono kramfo Christopher na edos of sing obia ewo MPP omunyina kabo mo na omoto ema Dr. Mahama Bawumia
ohaoba mi ni passport en ma pe baby afa maka aduase ana ye duase sa pepepe na wa otia yija kote oso obeka ho na mom ade ne ya wodi ana obi si oba abeje dia memeye na die hu ni se omem asumdue ehine na krobeso uko Sudan ya unhia Kristo ni se oni kramoni kasa nene nyankopon ye adom ni enya kramoni se oba bedi eso a Kristofo pe kramofo asem nkramofo pe Kristofo asem adenti na momompe mo amompe no ene mo nkope ba bi ntra de eka nyina ne se Dr. Bawumia wedi mijina na nanu anam ni asade another doctor amount if you say what the digital aba it is a say fi na ekra mo fe ne Dr. Digital Bawumia Muso Mashentade se pataku.
Well, until this is Dr. Bawumia for the campaign a year. Now, or they saying, or they call around. And this, I mean, again, like I'm saying, Bawumia is also pushing. And also, I'm sure he also picked up on research and I can't watch him last week, you know. So he has realized that between 25 years and 55 years, no, don't want to also Mahama. And therefore, he is using religious tolerance as his trump card. Now, me catch NDC and say you cannot force your opponent to talk about idea any strength. Bawumia himself, economy share any strength. He will not talk about it. That is his weakness. This is just class 1 SWOT analysis. Or be a simple SWOT analysis being himself. You all measure your strength, you measure your opportunities, you measure your weaknesses. So I say, but weaknesses not any threat. Bawumia threat in weakness than finance because I'm sure I'm for you. Now, seeing you also IMF for the Bermuno, I said, near money here, but it's not reflecting yet in our pocket. If you Bawumia will not talk about it, it's intentional. Almost said that, and what your weakness, and what your threat, and when I want to come once a month, and very difficult to bet me winning against NBC. If you want to use political tolerance, oh, in Cremofoni Christopher, when I accept Boko. Obi and so they had the same people for that one on Ukremoni. They have voted for Ukremoni, and now quite sorry them about Chief Imam in Crop on Chief Imam Accra Bishop, a year up Amabakula, a review and no just when any part, who said it, a on any at all. Chief Imam didn't bear the winning our Chief Imam year programmer, Catholic penny for winning our cop. So he is using political tolerance at a time when in the Apostle West Africa say, he's using his strength. Last minute in the party be a play to his advantage. Now, again, going back to polls now, latest research, I mean, voter rate, okay, I said, Dr. Don Feban or Becca, in Metro Ghana for research. LP focus at 13% of voter region. Right now, new research, LP focus at 20% of voter region. They are not doing well, but Obi to say, I'm a who. People on more voter region are doing on one customer there. Before infrastructure development, last minute 1 month, they've started blowing their trumpet on those issues. That is why I think says it was a cardinal sin against himself. And it was a cardinal sin against Bawumia. It was a sin to Ekufado. It's a sin to the people of Ghana, and it is a sin to Bawumia. Who second time I want another one here and for the dry Bawumia. One here and for the dry Bawumia. Most of it. Now, if you have sentiments, well, a friend, a sentiment which is on the ground, no, and Shannon Koyema, number 2, and our second time, incumbency disadvantage to real. Because one day, incumbency disadvantage to real. What you do, they say, you make sure you reduce what analysis you are making. You reduce your weaknesses. You reduce your threats. What am I doing? Commander in Chief Agana Shawasa. Set up ready for some better honor will start you. You can decide you are rejecting it. After you talk about it, and Bawumia we know, Mahama we know. You have about 1 month or a week to hand over. No, you have even about 3 weeks or a month to hand over because you talk about 7 January, December. You have all the way to 7 January. It's like a month to hand over. Sometimes so bit Marco Erecto statue. But you chose to say in the middle of elections, 1 month to elections, after now a statue. That's not good. And before Bia Profile said Takwadi is originally an NPP stronghold. So Nkobia shouldn't even get anything wrong to say about statue, you know. But if you hear what people are saying now, it shows me say that's incumbency disadvantage. We are here and now bombardment thing back from all cylinders. I was saying another reduce it because Bawumia so far there. Even Mahama will admit that Bawumia a campaign. And why a campaign? So a clean campaign. Why a clean campaign? I have a bunch of areas, but my person area for what in because I have areas which is for instance, the Sicado, NDC bet me, my catch them that secondly, Mesa be winning, but NDC for the man watch them. If he wins, Mesa will never slim majority. And Paul was NDC strong good, NDP they cannot win. Christian Muni Valley. They say what difference in about 19,000. How I bet me closely gap no? It's another wahala altogether. What MPP are doing, they say they are closing the gap in Western North. They say, okay, Western North are 4 constituencies, they are my NDC. MPP for Western Crown to maintain constituencies. So, a friend, the BBN, a contombra, Swam, Jaboso, and what MPP there. And then I'm also until we say, I can't do, or yet more on the constituency. I don't know, would be a party for soldiers, Mamma, no Mudiata, would be a bra. I did after the time. So the dynamics on the ground is different. I'm not for what because he's done some research from the constituency. Obviously, member video we say don't get it no some cancel free SHS.
You know I betwam free senior high. MPP for kasa yeah adie bia free a. E wa ho chobo ene nte ho. Eno nte na omo kasa in free. Nananom free senior high. You betwam.
Until this is what they say, don't get your kind of quack they are brand so between because I mean, Mahama said, more kind of video nature clearly. Mahama say on castle between or so be expanded. Now I any year or the private schools about the these are if you listen to Mahama, you can see that now Mahama is addressing specific issue be on my over the last couple of years, be a 1 year, be a no be on this is my clear position on it. It's clearly Mahama is condemning a saying get yourself no. He's condemning him. Seven for come, I can't remember may affect my campaign. Me can't say free SHS because they know the number of votes a good free SHS bracket and going huge numbers. And he doesn't want to lose it. It's just a problem here, Mahama. Don't look for any problem for Mahama. Mahama sit on cancel free SHS or so expand or expand all the way to the tertiary university. Say first year for no, Benya free. What I say? So, say the current one, but poverty is bringing us a new one. I say how that one is also showing. Because that one will also show you say Bawumia so a new inroads are also making. But the one I've seen, I may Bawumia perform now. Mahama is at 49. 2 months ago, Bawumia was at 47. Mahama was 44. Right now, Mahama is 49. We better make the attempt so that kingdom come and change it. And I mean, I'm here research. I'm only telling you. Economic intelligence unit for the and say anti-government sentiment, any inflation, economic issues in Tino, Mahama more our head. And don't forget some Mahama. NDC for you in terms of when you have many years to campaign. And I guess I don't know NDC for be almost a campaign in your election about to say Trump. But Massa, Trump in your Ghana. Who even know the American politics but to Ghana a bell say football. No. One said a black side, the bet me up give me a Jemudi. There's no way here, Cameroon. Now, no one you know, boy, it says South Tome. One said, I'm going Sudan, South Sudan, almost share it a sequence. Yes, we are Jemudi in the day I Kudus. I say a teacher on my partner. So, yeah, elections say a form. And elections, so a lot of it. He says, MPP for Dr. Don't forget and the research, not say MPP for they are stuck at 63%. New research, you know. Before 72. Before to make any inroads, watch out. I say Bawumia. What's what Ashanti wedding? What's what someone in the Ashanti wedding? Name quartet. Until no, Samira or your full alineo, but Kumasi and the Chrome because of course school Kumasi. So I don't know why you watch that catch and for this medium your full alineo made per se Kumasi and the Chrome. No, adopt it. Campaign as Samira money at the Ashanti wedding. No. Me of a coffee watch crown so. Now they've managed to increase their vote in Ashanti region to 72%. Before initial target to Ashanti region was 75. If they're able to cruise to a friend saying 80% depend this year, because Ashanti region 5%, you know, they say 1 million vote. And this na make a change this Ashanti say, a muntaka. Yamaponko na win, Yamaponko we are Yamaponko this here in Ashanti region. Me wa fa coffee watch me catch any mon family running mate went here. Say na po wa say Kumasi na po initially no. Na perform bebre fo say na po any target me Accra o. And do Accra now didn't apartment who didn't attempt they did not bring Napo for Greater Accra region. Napo's a candidature on the ticket no. It's for Ashanti region Eastern region specific. Say Napo why you man Ashanti region Eastern region on them, and I am to swallow other regions as also. It's important to me increase it on the team now Ashanti region, no. To be increasing vote to see 80% and this is Because I shall tell you, no amount of giddy and this to counter MPP, no woman. So let me go to era probot and then research with security analyst and I make us elections here African. Heavily major security implications because African elections this is America and not a UK. African elections there is security issue. It's already a threat. Make us say almost all the foreign countries, America, UK, France, they've all started issuing security warnings to their people, their embassies. Because when in South Africa, they have a tour. It's a whole security issue. Good evening.
Good.
But how are you there?
Great.
Mammy was about all research and say why because my October, they say November. What do you see? Because let's just want to make us a economic intelligence unit for DNA. Dr. Don Fediano Mobile 2 weeks ago. Last month, my research about 2 weeks ago, now a year first saying Bawumia about 47%. Now Mahama dropped about 44%. But now, new one, Mahama is at 49%. Bawumia has slipped about from. What do you think? Oh, the now you know. Group required the sample.
Africa Center for Security and Intelligence Studies.
Great. Momodi, and what are you seeing on the ground?
And I'm disappointed on listeners kakra. Me fa be brain tuja.
Okay.
Now, I'm say what they didn't come before say. I think last time I'm about Ushu no so me can say Bawumia 2 milikaponi. Or now. Wohwe ne ekono a wohwe data mikutamne nei ene adwuma me mofra na ye ene niema a yegusu aye hwa ma hu se wo de bia to se Mahama lady enti dodo na efra me se Paul research ni anampa mo cha wa witi me bia anyam na me yes
research enye what research yeah
go men kwala na ba kwa agusa se boss na senya di sane ye de brewo na me se make a chilefuna why perception now in say for boating every same pamucha
no into boring
yeah no yeah dear yeah no near metimi aka ne say basi ye to abana na MPP fu nya 50.6 enyam.
Okay, so Bawumia is ahead.
O share enema ya Bawumia ekuta 50.6, Mahama 47.8. Once candidates now you consider na your form so omo 13 still awo. Yenye 12.
Okay.
Because omo to abase no. Omo nya vote more say obi ombenya vote asen sheda ne even alanka shikra.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
anytime because I'm trying to put audio now. Bawumia is leading at
50.6 abasi to about Ocean Yamaya, Mahama 47.8. Ana Omaka no mudiani encouraging crowd share Alancash no money. Ubi or cost look at cry CK Andrews, which is I don't say one any troublesome. Troublesome in the cost lona Osha Msa Alancash na Kwame Bediakon. But nyina de no enhyeda enko we bia.
And I research Africa Center for the
Africa Center for Security and Intelligence Studies. Na yedi kan so aka say wo hwe na parliamentary seats na for now no yebetimi aka say ye to abane na MPP benya 142 seats in parliament. Obi a otie bi on tronto one. Yeah, to abana MPP benya 142, NDC benya 131 for now. Yeah, to abana says yeah, we share near my area. But of course, elections there. A bit me about so watching BBC. Na near Massa, but we share Juma Bawumia no Kumase. Now here Juma so next week. I'm so watching yeah, you will Mahama Kumase. Because one who say me sure so one who say Kumase na says at the end.
Now, I've been thinking about that. I'm like, why?
What they say, I know they tell people I will say on team, some encounter team with you. But the American is now what can be say
No, but for what is repeat parliamentary seat in Mammy?
Okay, a table so ya to abana MPP benya 142, NDC benya 131. Nia can be independence for.
Okay. Hey.
Now
NDC
now share
141, but
no 142 for MPP, 1314 NDC.
131, okay.
But constituency by constituency in the yanka because we'll be on I was said, well, yeah, Jumebi, and now, I'm see NDC for 8 year a Juma Sombo, 15 constituency be a select here. A hono, okay, margin, me can't be crabby idea, and I can't mean fanonto. Bet me and ya voice. Nah, bet me, yeah, be essential. But for now, no, Ushe Juma pa Bawumia ye. In fact, compare Bawumia ya, one. Nti no omo ye djuma but me cancer Ashanti region e be deciding. Now we can be say say MPP for nya I don't know now say MPP for so omo nya 72 something percent
or
72%. Yeah, but we share Ghana elections nyina apart from President Rawlings obey NDC candidate otimi nya 50 something percent. NDC candidate be anyone ma what 52%. I don't know so what
in Ashanti region?
No, nationwide.
Nationwide.
Me back on Ashanti region so. Ana wo hwen so a baby NDC for no mutadi nya votes pa yesro ho. De bia me kasa asem. But na wo hwe soro ho no mu na baby ebe kotia MPP pa na ya is. Last time I'm ba ha me no kan ho asem. Ana e ho no na ho no so sane ene ma akọ no de mpamcho security for mo homodin sane e betumi ato aba ho eno ne ade ehia pa because ho no no ya baby a eye NDC for stronghold pa nti ho no mo hwe ne e koso ho na me fin se anhwe a be kotia NDC nti wo ka ya
no besi
ho upper east there 15 no ebe ya dey am MPP for ho pa because omo enumedie wo ho no ensoni nti NDC for nyire wo ho e wo ho no na omu ntimi nso nyire wo ho wo soro because soro ne baabi abribia no NDC for e de ka voter ne the other central ne greater Accra no ho a omu timi win nti se ba omi atimi nya soro no kakra no nya Ashanti region no nya Eastern region benya Western region ho no na ebeye din ama enti no e was saying this for yire wo ho in fact yewura Kofi Boache and some aye ten say wo yire no ho aye djuma wa Ashanti region but saying this for timi nya wo ma o mo ka me se e wa e ho no no mo timi convincing kofo na o mo nto aba no o ma adwen so o mo nto aba ma MPP no no mo timi convince o mo ba eto aba ma NDC a me feel say ebeboa NDC pa.
So far, this week, last week, their campaigns, do you think say it shows you the parties when you're ready for last minute boot for booter? Usually, if they do elections, does it show you the usual trend or it's a breakaway from the norm?
No. From next week going, you know. Send your more count. But at the back, I think this one is menka. Because I know MPP for be favor one man show mo petita krem ko fo bebre o mo pese ba obi akra be no man hwe na o mo enka o maso
within MPP internally.
Yeah, within the MPP no ko fo border ga say ne be yanka because when ko fo adwene say ba o me lose next 4 years o be nyo opportunity na Mahama be 4 years no mo so ko nti sa asem no so how mo pa no shase ache but afie na amanfo you know but enya dia make audit election na ye kotunefua enye easy election we election bia emu be ye den pa obi se obi be matise bi ka se bi be wi ni se ne Donald Trump wi ni ebi nso be eche but Ghana election se ne na wo ka no dynamics no enye the same sa enti no obi a wo bontoa this is the time I think NDC MPs no omomodin mo no e wo form kakra enti no wo monyire wo ho NDC for no modern mono e wo form wo de compare adwuma MPP for MPs ne ye no constituencies na utimu se wo mani abre me minim se NDC for your research omo research ahodo miensa ni nyina no ebi ombeka no kora nipa na oya analysis no ka kire won say President Mahama lead but omo MPC ne de omo we enti e ho no omo hwe ni because Ghana no more na nipa ni ewi ni MPC no translating to the presidential vote so ye baby nyina na omo beto skirt and bra yen di ayaye no e de akire pefe say ye to aba ne ne Yewura Bawumia be lead 50.6 enti no NDC vote ya omo nyire wo ho nya adwuma so mpese aba no omtimi gi adwuma na aka na timi ko second round automatically and for be buntu on beto ama Yewura Mahama but for now dear ye to aba no dia metimi aka ne praying say yen eniema ya ye eni sene yi adwuma da bia no say na ebeko no
but what him say about 2 years ago na you say net here na Mahama lead Mahama has been leading about 2, 3, 4 years in here even before after 2020 election. See, is this something that Bawumia is doing in an extraordinary way? Some campaign strategy, because I mean, only a new research here now. A friend saying, Mahama leading by 47%, or what even 49%. Was telling me, say, NDC must be very careful about people like Dambocho, Pari, and Samoni Adomudi Bawumia, because Bawumia has some strong people. They don't talk, but some for no me aparatus ya. Mathematical calculate like they are chief strategists. He said a Trump and go boya. Oh, we need to who the people behind though. I see, Bawumia has some of those core people when they cheat. Those old guys need be a form to be in any case. But what all your old NDC ni meaning say they and call it a school here, but. But first of all, to answer first question, what happened? 50.6. What happened?
Near Tiani say, Ebra, President Mahama no opportunity to Nyakonya ye Numa Bibri. Sabra Bawumia, Genesis Obeko primaries and were winning the attention in not doing no primaries and so. So, okay, Sabra and Kofu Bibri class a Lancash nebeba. But me can pray say Bawumia nebeba because of Niema Nia Yentino. So I think it was 2021 and 2022. No share predictions na no my yen na ne favor Bawumia. Entino na adwuma President Mahama ye no na Bawumia nya opportunity nya sa because abra ne emfa Frank anu share ne nsem. Ba ye de Frank anu share Bawumia nsem sa wo hwe ya na wantu kakra wo party ni. Ba ne mi yasunta for my at Bawumia dia wo ye nse onfa ho ne miesi ye bia obeba wo fie nya se wo frɛ wo no wabo ono aba wo fie like o kan ye no team na wo no so ye strong obi ti se Dambotwe makmenu no ne wo hwɛ wo ko Ashanti region na fie akoto no nyina ye dai eka ho ba wo hwɛ NDC team na unhu ni sa o ti ase eno nso kan ana edru ba bia campaign no nye platform so nko ana ye was submarine strategy enkofo be pray ye ti sa ne man say na ka me expect say bi obi no ti say Yewura Ofosu ampofo no mo ne ade no ankom NDC no but of course untimi enka ntre ne say e bia onye because bi kura na ne help M1 no what you say ba wo hwe Bawumia team na apart from the team ne omo ne nam no ni MPC no ye adwuma MPC no ye adwuma ye campaign pa eno ka ho ana edru ba bi nso a asem a wo beka message a wo de beba no eno nso e play key role e wo o campaign o hwe 24-hour economy ne nsem bebra ne nkokon ketenkete na nkokon ketenkete ne say nda bia mka say ye message bi a ka wasi etimi polishing yie pa if you assume say nipa 500,000 wa Ghana obi aye nkokon na obi aye nkokon 10 kura na ye calculating nkokon do e beba Ghana sika e de be kra nkokon no ne ade nyina so but the way we present your message no eno so kanto unse say na be ye fene ekokon ketenkete 24-hour economy na it say yes re ye mu ne ade but wo hwe Bawumia sama woka free senior high school any na abefo adwuma a opeso de ba no ne owiase obi peso course AI system no ne ade no ntino ni nyina factor ama your friend say ama omakom to so bio Yewura Mahama nso aba. Enti den a obaye no amanfo nka ne papaye na oyeye no bebre. Obi wo hono ma ohu ni papaye na obeye papa wonka. Obeka niema ayeden anko ye na ode ayeden ode atia no to hwe campaign a both sides ne ye na wutimu se obi a pese onya nyonko ho asempone na oyede no woka eno so ka ho but Bawumia ye obi a na ho blase no da bia meka aboa no ana the way wa carry no ho campaign a oye oni obi atem okọ asofo ho okọ nkremofo nti saa niema we nyina no ayeden aboa na ama watimi atumnika aba. In fact 2 years ago and last year near to aba kono kra me sure sen kobe contest yeah because na gab ni so why na dey am me sure so but for now there utimu say one akro gina platforms no kasa o hwe na utimu say wanya akobe say udin film kakra o gidie say bia obenya but still no nwie payesa even though ya cancel ye to aba ne say no obenya enna kakra na aka yanim no bibia betimi asi.
I get what you're saying. I'm party for, and I hope you are listening to some of these things. Feedback, because of course, we know me and you contest election. You new left here any rights and fire and kind of quote and I can share except the fact that Ghana and we are interested as stakeholders in Ghana. Say Ghana be conning. But say party for for some of these feedback. No matter your homework. And I mean, I can't 4 weeks. Can anybody change a Can anybody change a resource? Can anybody change the possibilities? Because by all research in there, that is about me is already ahead. This occurred mistake before weeks here, and it makes me affected 50.6. No, but social economic intelligence unit need the University of Ghana Legon for Nayana and no Mahama a leading 1 month. Bibi will honor my bit me as son. Now, what can they do a bit me as son? Bibi 1 month yake.
Me ni mo die no methodology kro mo use ye otiase me no unse medical no aka behind this say me gina niema me de so ebi ase ni obi hwe de ye no me ye more than ne amanfo hwe ana ye sabe me platform am wo so no me nkantu me kwam ni bibini ebi ase gina ye nipa 15 pe. Enti never be on my be crame wo baby awo na me hu agya ba ne metie ne sesi na me tie no ne da manimu ne data me hu no de e kire pefe se ye to abane na Bawumia bewi e kire pefe se ye to abane ne Bawumia in fact MPP for no mo nya less than 142 seats for parliament yeah sa na kire pefe enti no ejina nipa no ne niema a wo hwe ya o de come to this conclusion say be are saying is obi wo one more hwe greater account economy na say in fact the economy nkwan na dey to abade anka MPP for nko mu nya ayikura 30% kura but ne eno na me de hwe ye hwe ni nyina de but eno no de enhye da make say o platform is ne kan economy me kan prince economy den ento aba
okay
o platform ya before say One Bekona o platform ya na mkasa lankachi belusu Canada Japan belu I don't know so kaya oh say ne ntokwan de wo kan on beko sabe Donald Trump kura we ni Ghana am kaka to be wi ni 2020 amanfo ye me enso e ba ye ene down no enti no e normal thing once wo public space na wo kasa ne de expertise will be a better wasam because my work can ya you be ya you be there near any den no be praise near any ya no obedi do atem ochina so e koma no pe wawiam obeka to so do onye ni penti mini umienu di atem di de hu ase agea njanya de be ha yen enya de be ha enti no near meka ne say research there. Well, obi agin hudi, but oye den nipa ho adwuma na social science obi atwini betimi asesa enti no untimi nsi obo pempen se chenchena akire beba enti ye ka kire na oye ho adwuma ebeboa and say and this for penifo
na wo de mo lower percentage in your research say bosumi ye akai o mutumi ye homework cry betimi asesa enkofo adwene
un say betimi amba say sa constituencies na maka no so one mutimi je hwadwuma ene ebetimi Entimin sa say but we say betimi amana ko second round the round of so likely say be favor wo. But wo hwe say ye kona saa na me no me hu no efi say ye to aba ne sesi a After Bawumia Overtook.
Okay. And I think you don't know about economic intelligence units for them because almost the and I don't know to one they put Mahama above 50% crowd.
Okay. Now so be crowd ma afia no de anya big obi ma I think obi crowd say obi benya 56%. I would say last time I'm about you say election obi no benya 53%. I don't know so okay. Obi figure be say obi me aya normal obi na adwuma minim kwan of fast so ntimi hu me dia minim a mani tuye mu no ana meka sabe enkyere enkamfo no se wono de nka me prophet a Ghana ha de nka me sure so obi abetimi no predict. In fact obi onim bia no se Ghana ha obi no obetimi no aye prediction after na meka say me se mo amaka efiti time am share me niam ase in fact obu say NDC for no beka asem bia maka bia obi a wose me boa pa omra ne on challenge ne yenhwe asem bia maka bia no den ebem dodo na den ebem nyese me tu me ho enti ne ya yenie ne si yeto aba ne MPP fo benya 140 at least on benya 142 seats on the beko parliament NDC fo benya 131 yeto aba ne like we say After Bawumia bedi akonya obenya 50.6 obi opebia on Toronto o say yeto aba na sa na mu this e bibi ehu esi ye ntimi nya ho hwe ba say si ya de ne da manim no sa na data ekuta men ekire.
Okay. My main interest is to read a few of the comments, except on why would you attempt to gloss over your comment near the near apostle. Jude, and like I said, US attorney back joining Jude or joining a year of Joby Osunyamiche, so he's supposed to join us from Central State University and also Chadeo America Bridge. We'll look at all that. Now, about 4 research methods and a yakan was this year anti-battle. For what in the area, Africa Center for Security and Intelligence, or more
the organization.
And
also,
more Africa Center for Security and Intelligence,
Intelligence Studies.
Intelligence Studies, okay, me the back into a more research, research now, no, NDC, MPP focus a seat 142, NDC could have 131, let us still NDC will be in the minority. On research, University of Ghana, the presidential research, Bawumia is leading by 50.6. That's on research. I don't know. University of Ghana, they can't not Bawumia leading by 47%. I'm about 47. New one year, my University of Ghana, a year present, but Mahama do 49%. Bawumia about 46%. So Mahama team with 3%. And the University of Ghana, and you have more research now. So understand the dynamics, any differences. Economic intelligence unit for the earlier this year, they put Mahama beyond 50%. And it was based mostly on economic issues, sentiment, anti-government sentiment, near the war system. Economic intelligence unit, all kind of more reports now. We are talking about 4 different types of polls. And the research results, don't get it twisted. Said about over it's not just one research. And a year can was him. Council, good evening, Akwaba.
It's a very good evening. Mechia one for you now. Mechia opinion for what sense.
Council, Bibi Aboko.
Radiatum, he goes so far.
I'm saying she actually should now.
Yeah. Yes, yeah.
Mamma, so who candidate are winning a Trump?
Oh, yes.
Because just last week, you were very bold and confident that Trump will win.
Yes.
You were even saying,
if you are saying the who in Temo.
In fact, for what him, for what him proceed a Trump 2021. Can't say. That's why for what him, because I'm sending message, I'm moody at them, Colana, Moody, money or from. For what him predicted as far back as 2021, I have his post here. 2020, in fact, October 2022, and also reposted something he had posted in 2022. So October 22nd, 2024, and reposted and here be our 2022, 27 July, say, Trump is coming back like a guy. Obi Anjinendi. October, or some PT BM say Trump beba Obi Anjinendi. And now perhaps I proceed BM say Trump, but I see Donald Trump will win again in 2024. He posted it in 2021, February 19th. Anjinendi. And on one area Bawumia predictions is about Bawumia will win by 50.
And you went from my year. In fact, NDC 44.4. Who put someone back at you? And you went last election. Me predicted say was no 51.4. In fact, me can say no obey lose election no accepted defeat that after today Mahama accepted defeat. Wow, obi oni mi bi enu say me nye prophet by a cancer na ebem. In fact, election way so sa no obey lose no. Mahama lose accepted defeat. Accept it. And I transfer you bebe krum kakra but eno de ye betum kwala no fo. What don't mind, or to a baby, no, you what we swap a baby because you're run about and you're the asra for the moment. And no, dear,
take over.
Never cancel among Prem will be Messiah or my Ghana. And you know, will be a wire watching. I about 1 year quarter. America for to a bay and you be a cotton and bed. What to a banny ye, Upagina, or your carry and fan to be a cotton baby. Name of the Bassa, ever bow mine would dear. And ya Ghana for weapon because on my back open here and ya about 20 and I'll be a bassa Ghana. And in a demand ya soda form now can security a politics so it's part of the political way. Yeah, security a politics.
Okay.
Why know send ye here near man. And you know, one more be atem if we are money atem a normal thing for us. Then we be do atem. And Kwama no the obe do atem. A common idea, we a hero. No man.
That's true. That's true. Jude, remember what happened? My Trump, the other movie.
Said that Missy last week, you know. America post, I know more in Nana. Said me no can say it would be anyone not a no credit. Maybe because a be a best for what any man you know never but with the man of folk craft, fetch me. I mean, many social scientists, runner, me. Maybe I mean, said the methodology, I'm going pose, and they said they must hear something because Metier, Mr. Pobate from the beginning, on share them my the methodology or they had this particular.
I know they win ya.
The Obiso, I miss so be ye.
Academic evidence.
Yeah, Jumano. As they said, the name of the game is evidence. Who method out the yeah, meet ye. They be a baby, then a baby, then but
and if I want to be beside that question because they do this so can you
okay, Mammy, you know,
sample size from region 6.
Yeah, Mammy, only make us no. Make us say, make a group be home. Make one some bibini.
Okay.
Back account for South Africa. Fine. Apart from that, you're near friend open source intelligence.
Okay.
Me ma cancel one instance be. Okay, before elections, no. US the no Pope Bekasai. Who follow Pope as some kind. Went ye. Or see candidates ni me no mo lesser evil. No mo den. Omo nto abama. Lesser evil no. Omo kire o kire say baako mpa ho asem. Baako ya abortion. Baako pese bitumutum. Uti yes after me yepa. Okay.
I mean, it's been a sentiment around.
Okay. What am I kaba? Pope Kasai no. Osha Latino for na wo US and do na ye Roman for Catholic. And omo yankofo a omo tie omo panyinfo asempa. Enti lesser evil no and ohwe oba no ene Donald Trump ne lesser evil. Ne boni a oyan say ompe immigrant asem because first we defending the man. Obi o defending the man bia so amanfo pe no. Na mo ni oya abortion yokum nipa. What you say? Sorry for one impen. So opinions to say Pope Casa definitely no more Catholic, no more Latino for even. They will vote for or pursue to Obama Democrat and number 7 wakan into. Obey day, obey vote to a man. Yeah, open source intelligence analysis. Obia Ekasa me taking his speech now. Make me underline some of the key words. Me say no person or chile next time, say no person or chile. Obani we an election or kasaye, o share the words na ayane ya. o share the way okasa na onya wo chena obeye den obesa aba enti yen wo niam bebre a ye hwe so aye den ye de ye ade yen ya training yen enu nti no kanetete na omo kwo a obi nko president bi fie no ko nso obobo ano even though omo ewo intel ne ade ba obi o hon mo ti ho o hwe ni speech keke a woni pa na ka otumi asem a wakan obeye so ye training me sa
enti no is based more on intelligence data am peke
yeah me no obia ekasa me opese wo chire apart from that ye won kofo so in fact the ba West Africa ye won kofo mo field me group na me room no me jiwo mudi enunti na sa wo hwe do time covid e ba me the first person am breaking no Ghana we fi awokai Africa so ne Ghana be ko sa ekon no oye issue no u show so na whatever after first person me can say Africa so ne Ghana be ko oye ho enunti no enya dia sabe method am dey ma dey ndie enu ni me nso me dia me dey ma dum enam di dum nemo sam de betu japa ma obi anya ndie ene lalai
but I think one man fair do tell what so it's more of intelligence and yet to say le go for dey no mo dey questionnaire ko abontin
no ya de ko efu ya de ko no ya de ko so yeah Ghana dey data am dey buy no omo de ko members make me am sample size any methodology you use nyina yeah miss method oh yeah miss method
like I said, me I'm not a poster, right? But I let me just play the opposite advocate here.
Yeah, it's good.
Say yeah, nipa hundreds of people natives this year. Say give our phone lines. Now we'll be out to this year. Now we'll be sat Ghana for say nipa saying and will be a from a polls data from and can you see what will happen here? Because when we go around, sometimes we ask people, it be a post, not post to say post to say.
Okay, Council Mamika Semba control. Mamika Semba.
Usually, they pick 2,400 people. So
Council
of the population of 30-something million,
Council Mamika Semba control. Mamika Semba control. Unim say make Semba con. Emre bi no penny bi din komo bi wo Ghana. Koso ko shia embassy bi o mu din komo. Oka asem ni na so waton o man na asem nyina ama. Asem bi o amebusaw. Wo be ansame ba wonim se ne me penie. O ti na me kire no. Ebi tun aba se me ni obedi nkomo wa duane a wudie. Wudi ni mpra hen. O ti aze. Nyum be na wo pe. E won se bi o amebusa ye fani. Unim ne wo be fin say easily wo be answer ba na ebi anam de ya de ehia enti e wo se ne ya tete obi a okay me e kwan a ya pass what training me no e different what dey ma so that is why
you know how they do polls
now they say you can collect data from people when they don't know you are collecting the data from
collect data even US
okay that's another you do your point no
they tell me can't say me confidence
because for what I think what he's trying to emphasize is the intelligence nature of their operations. And follow the usual pattern. For research.
Okay. But like I'm saying, one of the reasons why I'm confidence because the US Post if the US Post usually on one post they are very scientific. Or more research. They call people. I say US and the people will reach out to you for all of these questions. They will, like you're saying, they will ask you questions that maybe I know said this is what they are even trying to get to, but they get there in the first place.
Yeah.
But most elections now, or more determined elections now, and also more swinging elections, they don't answer to polls. That is where usually, that's how I knew said this the American elections in particular, for instance, the polls will get it absolutely wrong because you were more conservatives. You were more liberals. Liberals not say name watch it. A month for a far liberal, and you were more center. Me apart from Yenny Paka I may so frame here, make a margin. I'll tell you exactly where I'm leaning towards. But if you look at the sentiments and the American now, so Pierre Bontin now cassette or support Trump.
Yeah,
these liberals were very intolerant.
Yeah,
Even say within the past few weeks, me Trump, me Trump, me law school I'm a majority of my law school friends are unfollow me. It be my own friend.
Even in America,
I'm telling you, my law school, my lawyer colleagues be are unfriend me. Just say, "Ebi must send them messages." I said, "Me kabia actual cry." The liberals are very intolerant. And he said, "Me wo." Na se me nim say, "Ube bisa me question." Na se me answer. Na ebia say any year. Masem eshemitru. One thing that I want to say is that in regards to and so basically that's what gave me the confidence to be able to say that I talked to a lot of people. 2020 elections in America, it wasn't Trump against Biden, it was Trump against Trump because of Corona and then maybe not SEC and then the sentiments around 2020. Me told Trump, but me catch him and for Trump will lose. Yes, the catch up was a Trump will lose because you can just see that you can read the atmosphere to know what was going on. But this is where they were getting it wrong this time. So I'm a friend and go for polls and they did here na Kamala lead majority of the people are Mama Trump lead by almost 7 million votes now did not speak their mind. I can assure you that most of these people too were contacted.
So the liberal people were louder, noise, no?
Exactly.
Exactly.
The same thing applies to Ghana. And I mean,
because I don't catch a great talk. I don't do any did the last time. Maybe you want to come away, you know, Obeka, Obe, no, and you know, I did. In fact, a Santa Lucian sanity. One no can you, one no can you.
That's a no come. It's not made build their baby, baby. Gentia, Mitime Cassa. And you say, nothing against you, Mr. Watson, one name or colleague's name. But Ghana, no, ultimately credible post the Ghana. It is not possible.
It will not give you the accurate picture.
You will never get the accurate, and especially in this election, no, the polls will be so far off. Many poster. This one but there's the same point. I'm not building the other BC honor. Ghana says, you know, a lot of people will vote for independent candidates. Ebia or from one, they will not be loud about it. Ebi also cry. Obeka de opese utie. Ghana forces you suban sanity. Yasem eshietrim. Yasem pano eshietrim. And that's why I find it very difficult. And I can say more. Yeah, I understand sample size and ultimately a poll of
not at all.
Cost a lot of money. So because all person on the field polls when I was someone we've done. Let me just put it this way. I have been part of groups we've conducted polls. This is they are expensive.
Yeah, they are expensive.
I questioned some of these polls. The first question I usually have is say, polls never about here. Who is sponsoring these polls? We should ask ourselves. Why and the air sponsor polls? No. What is the agenda of the polls? I am telling you, Ghana polls be a Kosubiana. There is a message at tertiary. There is agenda.
There's an agenda to skew it.
For instance, independent candidate is lunch matter. Say lunch matter. Otomana say vote. How do we prove that? Yenye polls be in the polls no check the cry ABT lunch matter. That's the who sign numbers now. I say, hey, now say, hey, am I your polls? Now say, you say, you'll be the cheddar ABT lunch matter. And let's say, a bear no crescent. Okay,
so it's skewed to undermine some people.
Extremely skewed.
Okay.
Ridiculously skewed. No,
America for elections, so compare Ghana there, we will be out of place. Okay.
Extremely out of place.
Oh, certainly,
look at the point, the point that America drew, right? And if you are basing it on polls, now they compare Ghana a year, you are off. It's laughable. Baby on Bruno, they cannot get the polls. And they use local and say, oh, plus or minus 3 points within the percentage of error. Oh, this election, they just look at the results now compared to the polls. They got it absolutely wrong. Trump actually won the popular votes by almost 7 million and still counting. Who would have Paul Bennett predicted Trump?
Won't Paul be a predicted Trump?
Not a single one.
And not even in the time. If you look at the statistical breakdown now across even race now, Latino for black men, black.
They got it absolutely wrong because, like I said, I usually make comments. There are certain things that breaking it down. They were concerned about, but most people no money just on the voicing it out.
So Jude, what do you think?
Every RTO, you all can make a point, but many in your say, "Pools I own a gun and you're credible."
And you're
because
okay, most of the posts.
Okay, me too. I say because me kai pass say, time I see you didn't get any opposition for Becon. I did some work for both of them. Now me catch opposition for phone call for say obelusu. I wouldn't find it on catch so you better mosquito spray no. There's almost spray you didn't get here. Into no minya ni American. And as some American, you know, figures now me the man. I wish you say ebi ankomu beat a dance no mo so mutia on bet me afraid in because there be a me kokoye they say me kai kophobia baby a omo organize chairpersons no nyina ahia no I talk to them constituency for no and I mean who say on one region no kra no ofure no just say any partner support to any new 10 so what you say yeah. Okay. Just say, enti me who say obelusu. Enti yan nim say, enipa bi wo ho no ma, wonu am kasa. Because obi wo ho no ma, okuta dom. On na hwe nkof, na de ne etie no no. Obi wo ho no ma, ti say bi a council wo hwe. Obi wo ho asem a beka kire omo no. Eno no omo ye twa obo eyefo. Eno no ombetie. Enti wo kasa ye nkwa ha, ombeko Bebre to saw Ghana ha. Bebre, and into na MPs no do na kwa. Omunya kukudro si yebese. Go kono kwaji tiska kra oma. Omodwi. Bebre ebepem ne amanfo ntimi hu se. Eniema ebi a ade we yetoma we ebi ebe no. Party kro no owo no MP we no owo. Mi kro mu ni etaniema no ene edi.
But I make it just in this election let's give Ghanaians some credit. Ghanaian voters have become very, very, very complicated.
It's true.
I am telling you.
No, yeah. I tell you, I can't for this.
Being on the grounds, Ghanaian voters have become very, very complicated. This election, baby, say Dr. Bawumia and the NDC cannot force but Dr. Bawumia to speak on the Omo person can You were very, very right on. And Dr. Bawumia so far strategy he's moving away from the
he's avoiding that intentionally.
Yes. Yeah. Trying to get the votes usually comes from what we call the undercurrents of politics. And the man gets to say Christopher Nkrimo Tibo undercurrents. And then you try my name maybe Samira Dia or me a full name so me Kumasini. These are undercurrents of politics. But I'm telling you, Sylvia, Ghanaians this election, they will vote on the economy. They will vote on the economy.
When they find this now, he said 25 years to 55 years for now. They are likely, most of them will vote for Mahama because of economy. Because most of them can say boys now. They are feeling the brunt of the economy.
Exactly.
So most of those in that bracket that vote Mahama. So you are not completely wrong when you say that it will be based on economy.
Even that bracket,
like I say, he's also trying to divert attention to get, and he will get a few people when it comes to religion.
Undercurrents, those votes are not because on tactic will play against him because religious and he's even on the losing side.
Okay.
So person is in India, but what can demographic now kind of 25 to 55? So already a census, not to compare. Majority of Ghanaians are within that bracket. So what I say, and to say if majority of Ghanaians are within that bracket, not almost say economy number I made the main who say election it will be about economy. Let's not underestimate Ghanaians. I might not agree, say if they vote on the economy, who will they vote for? And only a question that we can discuss. But this election will not be so much about certain issues. To say the Trump here in America, one thing that Trump did that people are not paying attention to, and I kept telling people, and they said, the election, Trump won it based on the economy and immigration. And some social factors, they said the woke culture, and the typical balance in favor of Trump. But what Trump did with the economy is that he made it about grocery politics. Simple, basic layman. What did the majority say? So even one of the economy is huge, but they focus on just the inflation part of the economy. And Omunim said, America for America a very complicated country. America for any complicated now. Metima Cultural boldly said Ghana for Krana. When it comes to certain things, that we are far enlightened than American voters. America became inflation. Most people don't even know what you're talking about. I am telling you, it's a fact.
But when they bring you down to groceries, so we are able to groceries. If your cost go no with $100, they know. Economics.
That is how Trump won this election. And he said, more contested. I mean, I know that it's 3 weeks or so to Ghana's election, but candidate on also bit media buffer. I'm a Ghana for say you can't say economy na bottom Ghana for but we bit Mahama ni no what my presenter who said say the show on some one bit my economy jumana ni pasadi pa kwen be win this election.
Okay, now you
now for reason
affected Unipa Tremantis because this economy, he's been part of this economy.
Yes.
And they're put here about we are put here on also.
And they're not you.
I just feel like it's a question that
on that scale, yes. Granted, Alan Chamatin was part of the economy, right? But he was part of the MPP. And Tafo Grano, differences. The question that people need to ask themselves is that Ejuma Beni the Shamonsa. Chamatin Ejuma Beni the Shenensa. Nedia the Shenensa no su otimiye. And I can posit say the Yedesha Alan Chamatin Sawa economy. He did and even did better.
Okay.
On the sector, the man no. And so vice president now Alan Chamatin, they were not the same when it comes to the kind of influence, authority, and control they had over this economy. Our paycheck, Krabeka said they were not the same. Because we have vice president Akechia, now we have Chabata Akechia, they are far apart. And on the stress, one of them had a bigger or wider control or influence in the economy. And yes, he was part of the economy, but the addition is our economy. Put me here, that's what man. All I was say, you heard you break it down.
Okay, but very well. I'm glad that I make a clear before what I'm Prof. Emrem.
Because media may be quiet. Media may person may call near candidate specific. Near me, the
specific as well, region specific.
There may meditate now. Oh, yeah, now. Sponsors.
Details.
From Greater Accra to Okodi 1 week.
Very expensive, extremely expensive.
We are also show some Debian Castle conformance can conform iska. Nientia ya nema bibria channel. Eye kabia entino enya dia eye easy sa. No matter any detail mo bi aye entino ni American na ye dia ma omunie. Wa wo pe no frɛ 15 constituencies bi aye nim say e be determine say e betimi ama de na kwa run off. Utia ya the data no be ma na wa wo de akona no nkɔ kwa continent.
Okay, 15 constituencies. Poverty my swing regions. Central region, Buno, Western North.
Na say no there ya the data but send your last time near Kano. Central region no. Wo hwɛ send your last time am by near na. In fact, I'm say MPP for na ko mo anim ho kakra. Nti NDC for nhwɛ ho no mo aduma ye. Me person me kan be brave. Enti send your makan no wa wo pese wo boaye no. O ma wo betimi de normal ba yanso ye ho. E betimi but near makan no wa wo ho asem bia otimi frɛ me na kire no ye di ho nkomo. Okay. Nididi no ye data no na prove say na ye to abana na ebeye. Data ye was esi ano na akire say ye to abana say na ebeye. Nti no
Mr. Power, then I may know a park crowd because Mr. Election be anywhere, my getting it wrong. Ghana.
Oh, sir.
Yes.
How many times? Me are show. Me election kwana me kan ho asem. Me in fact council. Enya elections nkwana me kan ho asem. Aha. O hwe na me ka say ya konfo na nkomsha obi antime me. Ubu self you obeka cha so abia na me wo Portugal. Ka chen se ku besi busa no. In fact, ku sha say beba West Africa. Me kan no na manfo odi matem.
Yeah.
If we are moving your crank of what we got now, so now if you are saying no, so predictable. So, and to me, person, I can't be brave. Near data, I'm the buyer, no, yeah, analysis, no, say naturally, say naturally, ain't you know, you meet me.
I mean, I can understand, but I don't cry, no. I feel like say gap is a bit more.
But do the to what? I want to be far from Bebem, Pacho. Judy can't tell me about economy, say no influence usually American election, and he was predicting say it will be the same in Ghana. Ghana, is it economy? Is it free SHS? Is it religion? Is it ethnicity? Or not? It's a combination of all. What is
but economy no urban centers, you know. And yeah, take you over. Maybe the data naturally no. In fact, data crowd no need to be ma MPP lose one no. Economy no energy issue. I'm telling you, greater and this very unique. They said that be a catcher or what you say. But Oko baby to say upper west in Kroni be even eastern region baby. Omono ewo but I to say coffee wa ye fi ani because more now do one can say oh me person me can utie comments ewo ye sheet so ne bi no mo kan audio no utie utim say obi wo ho no ma upo na ba kra ne wo no and some two political parties no was sank of one do na less than 40% too. Upo na ba kra won say na adwen e hwa no
Mr. Pachen, can you understand the question? 40% now can have 40% of what number? Is it 40% of usually your general election number?
Voting population and nothing. General population.
Yeah, you can say MPP na 6 million, NDC na 6 million. Are you talking about 40% of
40? Sana metre. Who say population na TNA. Yenye sa what do you call it? Comprehensive analysis of the entire population of 35 million. Yenye sa there because obi o no mokura fe no di 5 years ono ne can on tias here. But ne yen sa bana e beto no. Wo ma umbenya sa figure no. Wo ye den mu 40% ne de. Wo mo to man say be a MPP no almost 40% no. Say be MPP fo nya be a 100 votes emu 40 ne de. Ubu anko mu kura se economy na say de kron de MPP na no de. Okay. So am pesa mi chiro. Omo de o ye on denje ensuo to awiabo MPP. The same thing na abenya bi nso NDC sa. Wo ye on den obi kura tim ka say party de na nanom na de ba yo. Ntinya afie ne ye be ye be film. Sankofo no bebre wom. Nemo omo eye sabe omo etutu kwan kokro ma ne ma bi fa won wani no. Nka se obi ntu kwan. Obi wo ho no ma edan a wo han yatum chesensem bi wo mo de no do mo bufuo de akoso aban na no so wo ho no. Sana me pesa me kire ba se economy ne pa na se ene nka Bawumia kra se nka wonye campaign but then no nkire sa obi nim se economy ne nye pa so beto ama ayi aban na oteso obi adwuma esai pa kwa fa ne ma esai enso still obeto ama so ati ase obi su kra na adwuma ekoso nso party ne wonpe opese Bawumia no mu firi su kra na no to no yeti sa ayi ni bebre ho no enti no economy ne pa
17 million no mo eligible to vote no. That's where the extraction is coming. 40% of
that. Osha MPP NDC for wo mo de way for so wo mo de nti kakra na obetimi aye adwuma convince wo mo na wo de account nti wo hwe shada
is confessing say okasanko for no am say Camilla or say Jamila say no say on fan about economy no because I'm say
no in fact utie audio
sideways to cry
and fan
I had for be
obi o ho no ma obeka dey wo hwe In fact, audio ahodo a yɛwɔ unse ebi a record ebusa on record on ande ebi ɛka nsɛm a if am bɔkyerɛ a wobɛsere saa including taxi drivers nsɛm a motor petrol kra no enti obi wɔ hɔ no a ukuno woyɛ ne dan a ɔse wɔn deɛ ni ɔwa no ɛde nti saa nkɔfoɔ no convince na enye yi
Mr. Pobati, me and Madrid is a number because usually your money to say MDP for 6 million, NDC for 6 million. Maybe if you listen the middle ground, the sympathizers, any floating voters, no percentage in it is bigger than we used
bigger than the poor die hard for no.
Maybe who is if you always where you so I don't know. I'm saying Kofi Kurantia now can say independence and I'm some years back me boy. The catcher and say Sabre I because Sabre na ye cano. Yeah, survey no. Na ye here I think near here be $200 million. And I'm a clear near my bit me I be convince you. No question say economy na sem na wo kan near here a high no so say near a year factor a comma or mmienu nyina no. And na a comma ni wo sika no. A comma den kwofo ache.
Yeah.
Into obi ho no ma ukodru ne constituency wo. Next a woman 5 cities. Next will be super man 5.5 or better man or demand 5.5.
Okay.
Now doing say after all, nyina ba de no be ya man. You was uncle from the door now so, but uncle for ni krum. One krum kram wo outskirts no near the baby economic commercial activities no and commerce en cost papa. Omo edie ukoma onska nti obi kura timi ka se me koji ha akoji ha obema me kese no meto ama so ate sa nkofo no ho a wuti omo nti no sa na ye niema ye nyina na ye hwe nti obi wo ho no ma sika ana odi be wi ni constituency as MP obi wo a onye hwe a day of voting no obeche sika enso obe wi ni.
And we already have information is really going down, which is not different. Every election, Sikachani, the cost at the constituency level, and it's going on already. I don't know say anything.
Council, actually, what frame ya na ya didn't come over. Actually,
oh, they tell me, "Better mama me feel
oh, met me no wa share. No match now near maybe any so. Met me the amount. But unless all promise me say my house, and also just say yeah, met me the amount.
Yes, the presentation is solid. Oh, yeah, convince me, but don't convince me.
Oh, when the meaning also. Okay, right.
You know what in a group, no, Africa Center for Security Intelligence Center, and there was something that was added. Intelligence research, I think, research. Parliament, no, it will still hold the majority, or say 142. More recently is showing that MPP were already 142, NDC were 131. Now, presidential, no, more recently is showing Bawumia at 50.6, Mahama at 47.8, and the Africa Center for Security Intelligence. Then I say University of Ghana for their maybe who and no pay. They just sent it to me today. And no, Mahama is at 49%, Bawumia is at 46%. Until Mahama will overtake a friend saying a Bawumia. That's University of Ghana there. No. Then there was an earlier one that University of Ghana brought. And no, Mahama 44. Now Bawumia overtaking 47%. And as I say, Mahama has jumping about any more ebium. There are various research. And I'm the economic intelligence unit there. And I know Mahama was over 50%. And it was basically based on economic issues, financial issues, and also mostly about anti-government sentiment. Those were clear in our report and the buy. The problem now, good evening, Aqua, because I'm joining here.
Me Joshua Fia, Boko de.
Don't patch us on here.
Mechia, many answers to Jude.
Prof, patch away also.
You see about research.
And I'm saying, be only by prof, you may offer power.
What about my chain?
Jude also Jude was not take us. Also, God give me, you know, start take us.
No, that's fire.
But it's just one.
Become a professor. Only shape,
Jude versus one is
Bro, yes, sir.
What's if it is about 2 hours? Mrs. Hey, Jude.
Bro, what do you see? Listening to all these various posts, someone who previous ones say are there, What do you see? After 1 month to pay to Ghana elections.
If you I'm say not me here, Mr. Boateng extensively. And it looks as if say he's been doing what Jumana check. But near me who say or it is say US posters no. Ni post no said you here na no no gusu here no. But dynamics and also Ghana politics and a change a changing in the sense and some am okay can you na me a caption e ba so nyina no. Na che say election here between Mahama and Bawumia. I'll so contest you na.
Yeah.
So
there are 13 people. 12 people now.
Na ntia denti na omienu pe no mo yes I post ya mo.
Okay.
That is my first questioning of the post. So Alan Jinambi. Wa Jinamubi, Sheda Jinamubi. And so Bawumia ni Mahama nko no mo ka. So telling me say Omwa sponsors elections nyina are behind these two people. So I say.
Okay.
Aha. And they cannot tell me say Alan Chamati any 1% kra omuntimi capture the sentence.
Oh, to be fair, University of Ghana there no. Earlier one they put Alan Chamati at 2.7 and at 3.6.
Nani adia to join na University of Ghana near you Alan me hu Alan din na me hwe.
Me try, but when they sent me the report now Alan was 2.7 and I was 3.6. Any
justice to the and be fair. Nafa and also beka hu because also can hu bi.
But I didn't know your 12 candidates because they triumph for.
I say what go for to who when they told nyina. Because
no way
because hey once you be because you say the Eco Ghana journalists omuti Ghana e wo say amanfo hye o mase no mu musika and they are not being fair. Ghana journalists they are not being fair. Why wonim so nkrofo ye nyina nkrofo omo nye fair. Ena omo hye ni ma bi ase interviews bi kro omo ye kra to wo hwe a won te ase say na interview be na kwa wo ye and question so obisa kra na so the number build the number nema e fe ne say aduane anipa ne bedie ni ade nya aduane oba bedi so no oba be ye ho adwuma oba be ye nipa ho adwuma no the number bi nti yeah I was say it bi nya eyi kakra but me ohun nti I make say sa omo post me I'm not here to condemn anybody's poll.
Okay.
Now so say so ne nkrofo kasa journalist adwuma no yenyaye yeguso ye when him say since 1992 most urban centers and MPP win pa and after President Mahama buy him don't say na MPP for keep presenting account candidate
even so, in Greater Accra region. Yeah,
yes, they were presenting account candidates and then so what the dynamics have changed. So MPP for feel say elections be minority groups na bebre omoni Mahama beche adentia they have not presented an account candidate. So MPP for nyina no say elections be omoni Mahama because from time immemorial we are MPP kura how many regions they omode win elections 3 kaboma 3 they can nyina NDC we have Volta a friend say a Western who Buno or a North.
No, election and Northeast is swinging until Northeast now is blue for MPP.
Kakra. And we're 1 out of saying 16 as I say.
So I guess 16 said they won Ashanti Eastern and they won Greater Accra, but 2020 they lost Greater Accra region. Until now let me pull them up.
Yemfa previous elections see region send MPP for winning. 20
they won less than 4 because they have I'm pulling the
until we couple who the east say almost east winning bam say about a friend say 95 or so because a soldier man and down nyina they don't vote for MPP until uka sa nkete nkete winning free your friend say Greater Accra any Central Accra any Eastern near the Kama and therefore.
Okay, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They won in 7 regions.
MPP won in 7 regions.
Yeah, 7 regions. So it's Bono region, they won Bono region. Ahafo, they won Ahafo. Ashanti, they won. Eastern region, they won. Central region, they won. Western region, they won. And Northeast. So 7 regions. This is 2020 election results. They are coming 90 won.
Okay. So yeah, this time, no, because they are not fielding an account candidate, you know, they think say they are competitive. So and no now post and will take that into consideration.
Okay.
So and then I make us say post, no, they have been doing the same thing over and over and over. But and the dynamics not changing. The other thing me who say are changing is say your friend say a MPP a primaries now. There weren't a lot of agitations primaries a change 4 years ago no. So
parliamentary primaries no.
Parliamentary primaries no. We say normally na parliamentary primaries no. Skirmishes started one dey presidential na presidential na presidential no. Inti agitations na say any hosa. However, independence e nso edi omunya. Omusu omunya nsa say ye ma imposi were so region any national imposi candidates were so, which was good. But independence so edi omunya. Into we obi a sheda mo nyina abam. Omo nyina so abam no mo twe free MPP. So inti e horo na mo sanka poster no so mo so hwe ho say enipa san e na ombetimi atwe free ho.
Okay.
So
and what will be the implication, the general total,
yes.
You know?
Yes. And now me catch you say initially no say started from 1992 no. Now most urban centers no MPP win it. But me and they minim krofo bebre akasa wo Kumasi. Minim krofo bebre akasa wo ye friend say and urban centers and most of them are educated. Most of them are workers. Predominantly, right? Minim krofo bebre akasa wo Accra and Cape Coast. These are places that minim krofo and akofo dey when I'm free. Most of these workers are planning even not to vote. They are, yes. Why? Okay. Why? Because they are basing their apathetic nature strictly on the economy. Strictly on the economy. Because since about 3 years in the figure, inflation is about 54%. It could be NDC for Mega 54, BCPP for Mega 30 something. But the they are feeling the pinch more than Obia. Until crown, no more ticophobia, and no more in crano. Obaga's inflation could be 100%. Because Kinky, nay saying, and I say, Drew saying, so no say, candidates name you know, presenting. How about the
okay.
Until Horners and Capos, no cross so ready. Everyone some can say,
until step post and back capture the others, no. You have a lot of concerns to accept the weather posting are credible.
Something I'm not here to pour cold water on the post because minimum said first spend this kind of post because as somebody who has done PhD before, I've collected data. When say they're expensive. However, sponsor and if they are being sponsored, they are telling you go and do what we want to hear. Till they tell you do this for us because they play psychological mind game at the air politics. Say more than Mahama lose. Meanwhile, Mama is on question Manu. And as After Bawumia lose.
Yeah, but bro, is it possible say research and people sponsor it? So are you saying that just merely because of be sponsored to mean can crana? That if the reports on the ground is showing something different, research, we shouldn't say it or not, they will guide you or not, they will skew it. Is it always the case?
It depends on contract.
Okay.
The Nipano, every research project has to have a stated objective. A dear episode your free, if any say, dear Minko. Ebia, Mpesa, which I say, Mina may win. And as Mpesa, Mpesa Beko, your friend say, greater Crampeso, yeah, dear no. A friend say, I can't areas per mammy. So, because maybe na minimity me poor, made post and a quack. So, a beer made about 2 national television here, more about me, Lusu, more as we grow Lusu. A beer, imagine, and it meant me, I said, Omo yeno to skew somebody, but Obiane, the trimu pa or the yes research.
Okay.
Na say Ghana web requires research ni bi. Omo yes post ni bi. What you say? Ghana web research is a post ni say nipa ba put me vote to 20 times. What you say?
I know the opinion is scientific because it's just collecting the views from. What qualification, what criteria?
If you are what kind of side there, because we be scientific because we be said you're in the post.
Yeah, but probably our standard, or don't we have an academic standard for that?
Standard
is a professional standard for collecting data.
That's an abuse of
when the basic journalism school criteria say phone calls, you can find data collection. It's not a proper sample of the population.
If you see standard no, obi na sponsor and ethics no so he obi na sponsor sanka obi me free me pem say hey me my research, I'm sponsoring myself where the chip fall it should fall na me dey abeto ho eno dey you beji now obi sponsor no man stated objectives say these are my goals now the standard there standard no dey what to standard no to actually that even though you may be scientific no what watching it because ethics no doesn't it won't help you there.
Okay, but let me talk about what you are seeing. Map, make sure actually, if you look at the map, you have NDC winning almost more than 10 of the regions. So we have 16. Upper West, NDC took. Upper East, they took it. Savannah, and it's going to Northern region where they may follow the same format. Northern regions are. Then you come to Bunu East, they took Bunu East. Oti, they won Bunu East, they will win again. Bunu East. Water. NDC won, they will win again. Greater Accra region, NDC won in 2020, they will win again this election. Western North, NDC won. It's likely NDC will win again because of the margin of 53% as against 45%. MPP will not be able to close the gap. And out of 16 regions, no, MPP before we need just 7. The rest of the regions in NDC in the fight. I'm a former journalist and now you're a professor. Do you see the same trend happening? And are you think the tell you what an independent candidate will make inroads? And if they will make inroads, which region? And I'm make it inroads. No, if you probably be change colors. Now why?
My map is still horses. Mama share what day. When we say MPP, they won middle of the country. So
a basis form ho.
Yes, but majority of their is in the middle, right? Middle horses no about personal independence if na kwa judge them wo pa wo what you say until I say post no moye no is I mean because we are middle here to say as so say green now no because if we unfilled a candidate no blue ya hu enye blue enye deep blue sa one have be pink kakra green so na hu no sa so no enye all that green for NDC sa because as Ron say, a very competitive. So as well very competitive. But say MPP for no, omu base in na medal no. Say medal no shrink a crabia trouble come. A person a population.
What or who can make the MPP for areas not shrink? Who can make MPP for? Then we'll go to NDC. Who can make the NDC areas also shrink?
And then I make actually say in the middle no MPP but be a population one. Majority of them are educated. They are workers. Most of them are saying they are not voting because candidates too many and go ye mom. So I say, and if middle honor say if these people who normally from 1992 vote MPP, there's a problem there. This is also the elections, only elections are MPP for unfilled account candidate.
Okay, but that those things doesn't matter.
Yeah, meti obi team dinya o me MPP ni. There be yan kan o show yiso. Ye ni matem. O team dinya na asante na MPP ni. MPP unim say member of the boundary do. Unim eke ejinem. And so na obi say me MPP e adwuma mba ye ya. I don't mean adwuma mba ye enso ani. No kwere maka binim say Facebook amanfo otiatua and now MPP ni and now tell now di attempt but that is a fact enti sa enkofo ye wo ukokofo dua ohwe Ashanti region most of them enya kuafo most of them are government workers
It's economy about shrinking MPP for no or baby I blue ning. That's what you're saying.
The economy and not fielding an account candidate. One.
Wow.
Number two, not fielding account candidate and the economy. Because a whole normal feeling the branch, the confluence of Ghana. A good deal cost power, a good deal cost Kumasi pa, Omomu free north, Omomu free western, Omomu free Hefa, Eba Kumasi. If they are feeling it, now what can say also a home cherubim, a month for die, rent a cosro, gas a cosro, what I say, a Diana wired ya. Most of them are no Macasano. These are workers, Omon TV, Omoya Juma, but almost Omon Tuabano. And if they all vote MPP, there's a chance the MPP, a best shrinking. Say shrinking so they are. Then what is happening? A man feel they are candidate and also can be. So, and Alan Martin's also influence in Ashanti region and a half strong.
Okay.
And also a strong power.
Okay.
So, and I'm going to say MPP, they were wise this time. So, a man called imposing candidates. If also. And we are good. But then, the Edio Munya, and the economy, and a man feel the account candidate, And of course, and this is for vote, a best shake kakra, but any that much. Because Mahama is a well-known figure there.
Okay.
Only Bawumia never press, but I don't think that Bawumia influence, so much huge. Because NDC there, also there, Omato.
Okay. So yeah, let's stay on Ashanti region. Ashanti region say MPP 71.6%. Recent new one they feel ago, MPP are cruising around 72%, even 1 month to elections, and they are likely, according to research forecasting, to get to 75 or even 76 on election day. 80. You think Alan bet me up 70-something% or more cruise to 80%? So
oh, of course.
At least take about how much percentage you bet me change if you.
Me say the fact that Oman filled an account candidate in Kwan is enough.
And then wow.
Yes,
I'm surprised about the ethnic issue. No,
of course. Oma na we are surprised at NDC for Mahama na so de be yahwe ne omo ye osoro yahwe. Into why surprised? As rough when you know to my NDC block. And if Obeka say tribalism, but vote no chere. I go for the same onya events osoro.
Okay. But what about say Northeast? My member cause our region. Northeast MPP winning Daniel blue that. For the first time, because of Bawumia is blue, Northeast is blue. There's a big margin of 51% for President Akufo-Addo against Mahama 47%. It is also Oma fielding non-account candidates. Ama Muludu starting sector. They are also gaining 1 seat because of the non-candidate account candidates.
Green na ko ni furu de krum wale nkwa na onya ayi a wo de ye ayi your friends say asamaka o hwe green
we no you mean mathematical ayi bia
Debbie making a difference but you see the difference would even be your friend saying a best shrinking because the vote in Ashanti region is also going to go lower until will be non-negligible. So I see now wale there now what kind of notice what there it will be non-negligible, negligible. It won't count because I have MPP win it when can't say we crowd to us. MPP wins the elections with 7 regions now can only when Ashanti region votes 80% too. Only when if Ashanti region votes 60%, MPP loses. So him say only when
they win, Ashanti region votes what percentage?
80%.
No, but 2020, Ashanti region didn't give MPP 80%, but they still won.
I'm mom say 70.6.
2020 election, Ashanti region gave they gave MPP 71.6%. So they didn't give them 80%. But
they won elections, me boy. And if they gave them this, that's a net. Workers is amount to workers also need the majority of the population there. Almost amount to what is going to happen? What is going to happen?
Okay.
If you just say workers in your friend say, "Who says up sentence where you na population you?" And now, me so many Mahama na me here. Anka Kumasi ho no ane Kofobia ho. Enka economy no ho asem nkwa. Me kwa wale money ade amenka economy was because they don't feel the economy that much. But Greta, one Ashanti, and you know, and Unkuana may hate this economy, just like Trump. Oh, yeah, I was here. Your grocery bill is high. Your grocery bill is high. Which it is true. Opa, yeah, your say yeah, and they dollar, and then I'm saying, where the free, your friend say 4, equals say 16 to 17. Where's the free one could see 4? Many Mahama, some mathematics, no, some no one America because some crofo women now, I'm going to $600. I'm going to do that. I'm going
to people on economy not check. So,
that's what me issue now. Many of me shut down me lunch and Matthew, some crew me koha, and Unkuan and Kameka. Because I was and this is what Chaya Mahama, Eddie Bawumia, but your friend say, economy about me also try, say, oh, free economy no cry. I was about me on economy no wasem.
That be at all.
Yeah, I didn't know economy no wasem. Many MPP for penny for big aside, me money didn't no catch them say. And I'm busy and say, Auntie, Nanado no per se, Bawumia win elections here now. Was he in a episode? No, I'm saying I'm Mubisa. No, say, my economy could be a dream. They say it's too late to solve any economic issue. It's too late. It's too late. And the only then, as someone catch them, they say their only trump card is Oman Field account candidates until they are being competitive in the rural areas where, yes, that's what he said, where the MNDC has always been strong. So, but I don't know, he didn't also say he was shooting himself in the foot because rural areas, no. Votes are saying and the war. Votes are saying the war.
Compared to a regional capital, say
Kumasi, no.
Okay.
So, a crab population says that's about 2 million or so, right?
5 point, no, a crab population 5.6.
And Kumasi say 2 million.
Oh, 5.7. Kumasi 5.6.
There you go. And here for now, the crab population say. Now, say me compare a friend say a population. And 2 for rural areas and population and compare. But they think that they are competitive. So, but they are also not looking at the working population who is feeling the brunt of the economy. Now, I said, yes, I am. So, I'm going to sit down, sir, working population. On what you sit down, you. And then all these teachers in Naji loans sit down. Teacher, if you're in a car, they speak about how can or police officer or JJ Bright, sit down. Or be a sit down. I'm going to cement. I'm going to iron rods. I'm going to wine. Until they feel it.
Okay, but generally you think say who is ahead? Contrary to this research here, because both of them are giving both NDC and MPP and Lagos NDC the world top. New research will show that Bawumia LED. Then another one will show that. Who do you think is leading now?
Yeah, I don't even want to say who is leading because then I'm gonna say. It looks like it's so skewed. Say.
Yeah, but only forget who has been somebody I was from. What do you think will happen in a month's time, Ghana?
Minimum said they are too bad. NDC be winning.
NDC be winning.
Minimum said they are too bad. Based on the people I've talked to, minimum said, and the apathy, the voter apathy, also be very, very high this time. And this is.
And do you think about one round and not about second round because what I say second round the NDC will win because most of the people will go to his side.
If what I am seeing and what I'm hearing is correct, number one, say voter apathy high, that is going to be concentrated in the urban areas, which in most cases in they vote MPP. That means MPP votes will diminish. Rural areas they constantly. Mahama is going to take those rural votes. And he said, apathy no, actually we no sign. No nya, your friend say normal areas volta money. One no when the be no winner and no will put him. Your friend say make us say because hey we end this ni. I'm Crawford Becca, but
forget to will be a material show.
Oh, the master box been by okay. So, but that's how that is what I see.
Okay.
And they because of the people who said, it is skewed because I have not even talked to rural folks.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Many rural folks in Kasai. Intimate kase rural folks, this time is going to be more of voting for NDC. Me no mon kasa. But me nkrofo na me no makasa. My small polls, they are all in the major areas. Kofodia, Cape Coast, a friend, if you have Quantane, a second D, and Accra, no Kumasi. Most of these people are predominantly MPP people.
Okay.
Predominantly, yes.
Okay.
And most of them are saying, look, we don't trust any of these two candidates. When Mamenka even show, Omwa, any time, Omwa goes school any time, every day. Alan Chamatine documenting. I had about 60 people who strongly believe something should happen for Alan Chamatine to lead the country. They strongly believe because when him said he's about 70 years old. Also when him said already JH Mensa development plan B or some time ago. Plan B is so extensive and intrusive like Alan Chamatine planned that.
Okay.
And the other thing I'll draw my attention more when him say candidates are air crisscross Dr. Bawumia and Mahama. Nobody has talked about the Ghanaian attitude towards work and business and
I know the other nobody wants to be told the truth.
And also he's not going to vote because those two candidates on permanent because when him say attitude number one, and which he told me Alan has consistently said it. The other candidate also
Alan he's not saying it openly because it's offensive to people.
He was very open about it. Very open.
But in terms of consistency, GTP, they are not because don't want to be told the truth. You want me generally.
Exactly. And the other candidates also here and all countries can Japan. Can Japan also brought it. But if you are truth be told, say your attitude towards work and your social life Ghana. What did Jesus cry but in Ghana? Because a day papa and no me papa catch me say I should listen to what Alan Chamatine has been saying about us and our economy. And no na nkrofo a me no markers about 60 people are saying look, yatsna ayi unu say Mahama ntimi nka asem wenkyere in our face da. Akufo ado kwara ntimi nka nkyere in our face da. Ma ayi atames nka nkyere in our face da say attitude stakes. Because ehon na hu say na nkrofo yi omo pe oman ni ya na say omo personal agenda na omo ehon na these people who are educated, no, can say, I'm going to sit. Me because
Jude in Bremen, I'm forced to join. But Jude, you are telling me something about that. They all got in Central Region, Ashanti Region, and then I want to say the region.
Okay, Alan running mate no.
Only running mate as I'm not.
Yeah, the running mate no. Emma fruit Central and Papa fruit.
Papa fruit. Because I know him.
Before I go even on that, on the way I try to may I will post it say pose bia ebekoso Ghana ebema first. Alan anywhere even below 5%. Alan started race no be monocran. May say no 10% that order.
Okay.
Oh, bia bema Alan Chamatine, sir, is me in my opinion. Let me put it that way.
Wrong.
Wrong.
Okay.
Oh, bia so ekoso Ghana, ebema cheddar, ebiti Alano, or more yet Facebook posts. They don't understand. Say majority of Ghanaians don't care about your social. I'm not saying that it's not important, but a Jumano phone is yeah, no, my kuta iPhones ne keka kahono. So ko me kromo be kwai na uremu dominance or what. Nipa ne bebre nkuta sa more sophisticated phones now no social media and yet na setting them and then the push of us yam original yaw and not original said the prophecy came. And to me I dare bakwan person me can say so kasa earlier no so say Bawumia is shifting from the economy, right?
Oh, I knew that from day one. He's always shifted.
Yes, he's from the economy, but he's playing the religious and tribal politics in undertone. But so before for Koyebia, Yebeka say oh yeah tribalistic, and I say oh yeah a religious bigot. But this election, so we economy through may you said the second a year there undercurrents of politics, religion, ethnicity, so prophecy can it will play a major role. And it's not necessarily say it be a or be a tribalistic, and I say so people want to vote for someone they can relate to. Relatability will be a serious factor in this election. And it's a what that's all your MPP. Now we if he said Tamana Unya was 70-something%, and not a mathematical party. So share polls need a election a unity. So those it's now why from 2008, 2012, 2016. So share 2012, especially 2008 to 2012, MPP and winning. Alan Chamatin was not involved in the Ashanti region campaign. 2012, they sidelined him completely,
and they paid for it.
2016, Obayano, you saw the difference. And usually, and I'm for your analysis that they don't pay attention to the fact that Alan Chamatin is an independent candidate, but ne waiter or what in the Ashanti region first, and even within the NPP still. Alan, they be but
are you saying that and now Alan Chamatin Napo is inside? Can Napo not do what Alan is doing?
Napo, may offer power, but you cannot compare the stature of Alan Chamatin in Ghana politics to.
Stature, they may be ability to pull votes. Can Napo not pull the 10 votes? Alan be pulling.
Napo will do his part. There are some key. Napo was brought in the race to please the core supporters. So 1 million supporters now, and I said 1 million members now MPP for one. Omunti na Napo buy or be energize you. Because they know say if they don't take it, they will suffer from empathy, like people not wanting to vote. And Napo is in it. So be ginger or more. MPP for Ankasana because Napo really relates to our polling station for constituency for near. But usually, also they be an some mistake in Omoye. Almost 1 million members now, even both parties on both sides, not inflating. No, because yenya election 6 million, yenya 6 million. There be 6 million no omunina enye mo members.
Okay.
People now sympathizers. Make Makacho say 2020. Tamana elections. Obi to make catch also a kufa do wabre. Make call a okay quest out constituency. Now me can we catch them to a kufa with glasses and go into better. Side Panonia MPP member or your sympathizer or vote on certain A. And that's where the polls get it wrong. And the poll be here and you need your case a MPP over 49%. Start 49% in the gym, never Alan dear man. Because we deem start 49% to that gas. I young business over to MPP and I said, who affiliated today? Or be most majority of people will be affiliated to MPP or to the independent candidate of Alan Chamatin. And that's what I'm saying. Will be Alan below 10% near here.
There's a poll in your correct.
Or Moody. Because the economy will play a role, the undercurrents of politics, and near my comfortable see the canvas. Because we were our Ashanti region. And I saw call Mr. Wa Presby Nibiho. Now could be sana on can say on to my crimony. Because of Phyllis and you're politically correct.
But that's what the person is feeling in the core.
If actual feeling, it will come into play.
Okay. We cannot compare in your courageous and look like time, but I don't tell Papa Prince or no or Prince look at everything.
Because every Ghana East Legon.
East Legon.
Now my was a black.
This trading now wrong. What do you see on the ground?
What I see on the ground, and I say, no matter how the economy is very hard in Ghana here, there's one thing that I've noticed, that whatever that the MPP are putting in every aspect of this country is probably matching up. There's so much things that is going on that I think the problem that they have is communication. Ghana has gone through a lot, and if you see how Ghana is developing, I don't think they have ideas of what is happening in Ghana. Because if they have, they might probably not be talking like that from experience. Because I have seen for so many years, since from President Kufuor's time, that I saw Ghana was very developing. Since President Kufuor left, I have never seen any development than MPP government. since from 2008. The last ending was 2008, I saw. And coming into the picture, I saw that President Mills was somebody that I admire so much, that he had the idea of transforming Ghana. But to me, one key thing that I noticed that Mahama has failed us is because when he came to power, he changed everybody. He wasn't supposed to change everybody. He was supposed to me, I think, you know, the people who were working with Professor Mills, I don't think he had a key point just to talk to them, just to bring them together and for them to help him develop.
Team, no? That's what you mean, that he changed my Mills team?
Yeah, it was a Mills team, not okay. Team. Yeah. And in Ghana here, we have this idea that Mahama don't have ideas. He's a good man, but I don't think he's a leader. He's a good man. He's a gentleman. He's a good man. He knows how to handle things, but I don't think he had that kind of boldness, ideas of being a leader to make decisions, because everything that he has failed on, to me, the MPs around him, if he doesn't have any ideas of changing Omunyina, he will fail again. Because I have seen a lot of...
What are the things that Mahama has failed on? And beyond who impression of him, no? What do you think? Because Mahama has phase 2, Rich Hospital. Mahama at the time, no more airport here, and they give fans and I give for credit payment. So specifically, what apart from doing so, say yes, but he made attempts to car power name adhere to kind of solve the problem.
Yeah,
what do you think he has failed?
Yeah, he made attempts on one or two things, but I just want to tell you something. There is something that we all forgotten, that Professor Mills play a key role in all those things that you mentioned before he left.
Wait, things.
But just look at like the Rich Hospital. The Rich Hospital. To me, to me, some of the documents that I've get myself just to read about when Mahama, the things that he brought in, to me, the plans that he brought in, to me, that's the big thing that changed Ghana. But even when he brought it, we couldn't have money to buy petrol or diesel just to power those machines for us to get light. But when it comes to those hospitals, the hospital that you mentioned, Professor Mills, play a big role in it. And I don't think Mahama should claim that is his project, because President Kufuor left a lot of hospitals there. He should have continued and probably bring some into being. But he forgot to almost all of them. Then he trying to surprise Ghanaians.
Okay.
This is the same thing that
President Kufuor. You think Mahama will not win? You by your analysis and your assessment, you think he will not win? Who else do you think will win?
Yeah, he will. Yeah, he will never win, because I think Bawumia will win, because now NDC is turning. They've seen that they've lost, so they are turning all this thing into tribal politics and those things. Just 3 days ago, I watched a video. Today I watched a video, and they are instead of them to sell their policies, and even the 24 hours economy, I can assure you that if they don't win power and Bawumia win power, Bawumia can use that 24 hours. Right, come on the 24 hours and project that 24 hours to come to exist. Because to me, the NDC, whether the MPs, whether their communication, they don't have any idea of the 24 hours economy.
Okay.
They don't have any idea. They have 0 point.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let me thank you for making your point. Prince again, and also on the Onjindi say, what boss? Good evening.
If that's it.
Explain.
Oh, Boko, now so.
Adam,
Mr. Jeffy post no. Post ni there. Ghana no, you do hoye. Obient me my any accuracy, any form of accuracy. Bia ni na be conjectures. Obia be project ni bias post. Ghana angasa no. A comedy amount for Piamet now 20-30 minutes class all responding to survey. The survey survey sheet no so how people are responding to it. And I pause to say last time I said ni research now I cut them, because at least on 5 BB my Yepe solid document out. You bet my generals were kind.
If you buy the test or the Bible, how much are you willing to pay?
Oh, that's or Bawumia Ghana or building is part of building Ghana agenda. No, it's also building Ghana their own family to a bonting. We it's better say cut them. What the bar bonting now be boka. Better say would the best set them no as a boka account. So it's pointless.
Okay.
Now Ghana or bar so Prince no. I mean say the analysis.
No. Okay. I thought that maybe the post and you'll be able to address that. Okay, so in your own assessment, who do you think is winning and who do you think is not winning?
Opema assessment and environment na almost is here the Mahama or no or lady. Even though I don't have any scientific proof for it, but me share sentiments, all over the place. The Mahama is on top. Oh no, Obewini.
Okay.
A Prince or say MPP for my idea na problem ni communication. You can't communication pa or Ghana politics mu pa MPP for. Entino manin ko jina baby and say MPP people they don't know how to communicate their policies. They know how to talk. Enti say omu policies na sa and also because of my failure omu feeling shy to come out to voice out their policies there. Omu country but more omu say MPP for no omu nim kasa. MPP for nim kasa chain NDC ni CPP for. If you come to loud, yenye louder MPP for that one there no contest. Tinimani mkujina baby and kasa assembly that. And I'll say Mahama is not a leader. When I can say Mahama is a leader. If you compare Mahama to Bawumia, Mahama is far more a leader than Bawumia. If you say, oh, Mahama is just a good leader. A good person. Who told him that? When the cast assembly treno. And the Prince no or Sabeka 24-hour economy. I saw one gasano on 24-hour economy. Now, see, all argue in that line. So, a person 24-hour economy. Now, see, on message me back do okay. And if you are my point and
I can't 1 month Petty. What do you think people should know about the 24-hour economy? Like number one thing Ben Abeto say about 24-hour economy. No?
The whole idea is to job creation. It's very simple. And it's a own Anna
no, I feel like every opportunity will be here to explain the 24-hour and take it and explain because last 2 weeks, Dr. Donfel can say, ground research. The most popular slogan is 24-hour economy. I'm person will explain, say, like, we are until that and then what should be, and then they pay attention. Apart from job, how will they create the jobs? Just briefly.
Oh, now say a shifting system no person creating 1 3 3 no. And one job, 3 people, 3 shifts. It's very straightforward. We in Tokwabia and it's just normal. Say a new something new in Ghana. The Omu Kasa assembly say okay, we are not used to this. Yeah, Ghana for the year Juma from Monday to Friday, not Saturday, not Sunday, sorry. That is what we are used to. And if somebody is coming to introduce something foreign elements, they should try to absorb the new change and now evolve into the new message. More say, oh yeah, they Monday to Friday, not Sunday, sorry. They no more embracing new ideas, new cultures. Now you're moving forward.
Okay. Like I'm saying, every opportunity will be able to explain the 24 hours and take it because you all politics, but on share them pay attention. I can't 1 month for the person to decide. You know opportunity now you try to because after 24 hours you will be also.
Yeah, and
who be the until who wants some crowd. It's good to explain to them so this is what they will get. A shift system. I think I need a baby in 1 month here.
If you have a 9-year-old boy, you are here. And you so
no, what cause we catch him with the other argument is wrong. 9-year-old boy or American or exposed. You are taking and only What me papa crass here? You don't know what is 24-hour economy.
And
and then when your opportunity and if I feel nobody decide, oh, we be create jobs. You better shift system, be back on, be back when you may be back away, and back one my baby in your juma. Just take advantage and explain to the person.
Yeah, but this
language be one man who you swear offensive. Oh, we crazy. I said, no, be any brain.
If the whole thing is a shift system. And your rocket science, wow, bon crown school that I say to me.
What boss? Here, maybe your communication person. I'm telling you, take this advice from me. Wow, don't bring that language in when you're doing persuasive advertising. Marketing now, your politics is about marketing. Communication to suit the born, the onions, and the onions. Don't worry. You're basic level.
Yeah, be a partner, he said, 24-hour economy as a rocket science. NDC were other policies.
You are still getting me wrong. You are still not. You're politicians, so you won't understand.
The point, okay. NDC were over 100 policies. You find over 100 policies. Now 24-hour no pet now on TSC. Go and look for the 90.
That's not the person's job. What boss? What boss? They don't care about you. What I say? When I also say, look, I can do a better job for you, and to consider me and vote for me. Fortunately for NDC, research is showing that the most popular slogan is 24-hour economy. That is your bait. That's popular. 24-hour economy, no. There will be a market and a united market. You have sold the person. You've given the person's vote. All you want is the vote.
See, that nothing can be popular without people understanding it.
No, what boss?
And higher popular.
What boss? When you communicate, don't worry. It's not your thing. There are so many things that are popular and that's the wrong position right there.
Yeah, maybe Uber catch the best show be 100 years from TSC. And such people, we have to leave them behind. Yes, maybe they also have a different way with the background. We leave it like that. Because we don't expect say. We don't expect. Sister, we don't expect say Obi or Ghana be every voter, single voter be anti 24-hour economy.
But you want majority vote.
It's not possible.
What about when you say they know say you be but they know they need majority of the vote. Constitution is you must get 50 plus 1%.
Yes.
Major policy in 24-hour economy. Your job is to make sure majority of the people understand 24-hour and give you their vote. Simple.
Simple. NDC policies be momentous, but I don't want to make noise about it. The amendment that's what I focus on. You see, and see every other voter that is how they need to behave. Don't focus on your attention on things that you cannot understand. Focus on the other ones that you can understand.
Okay.
But if you don't do that, that means that you have ulterior motives. You are being diabolical. You see, focus on the other ones now. Focus on the ones that you can understand.
Okay. Yo, what boss? Mami na ate. Subject you also are here to pass. If you want my here to pass, but as subject make a Jude money and pop money anim. Subject you want my key to your pass. Me the last time I made a course, you say a course here. A friends a key program I also me. Me still not me play course, so you have to change now what I here. They also me start calling by force because see, into one when you're not research it also the most popular slogan is 24-hour economy. Take it. What the bunch of take it. So the 5 million also now move outside that. Explain, take your vote and go. What was on your politician? But politicians they understand where I'm coming from. What good evening.
Steph, I'm Josuna. I say.
I don't know say.
Yamia do me cheer for. Echia subin for na nyame adoma ombehu e life Yeah, Ghana be campaign at 12.
No ba beto aba.
Oh, Stefia, I'm call Ghana, yeah. Stefia, me made me resources. Omwa kotwa ba omunisika on the kono. I'll give them money.
Hey.
To go, yeah.
Hey, now, 1 year over time ago, I Prisika just to sponsor people to go and vote.
Stefia, no chance, yeah, moving your banner because ye serious. Yes, I can serious. You may do a be attempt by a bar, your policies, baby, a person Ghana kono. Nimdia, Yankopon Diama, Dr. Mahama Bawumia Overtook the Ghana kono. I don't know in a share.
I know we are going to got a contract be an abaffa stock and you may be a.
Stefia, only. Sir Carlon Quanka, Mini Chromia, Camogana Dadao. A former Ashanti regional minister, SK Wafu. Namie, me and a campaign manager. Right? Me back from
Albania, be now.
Me back, I'll catch on some Matragan, I'm catching a Mimpe.
Okay.
And it is all be by General Casabia. Party bina mami case can because I party be mamiska, but no cry baby, no cry than was here the truth. You want to be a Mikasa MPP are practicing far better than NDC. Steph Yonim, a word boss, Nasma or print us if you mean me, and I'm here in this near some 24 hours. No, I come a simple more cry. Come a simple more cry. Pastor, if you o say there be me mama church mu Stefia there be am catch us say NDC omuni like written manifesto omo joining omuni bia wo ho a omo ekọ
na me fast check
o say omuni am bi wo ho a obisa omo esun di obi akeka policies bi wo ho a Stefia dia ya document here nipa no fa de na so ready a obetimi a kirekire mu easy ama obi ate ase enam say saade ni ho ntia so obi abesu de obi eka because esu de ofosu kwache koka okuje to abla ko obisa 24-hour economy o say o mbesi airport awo region bia ubisa we ya na lion ni ade intina me ba me bekasa no Stefia onim o de ma me nko asema Mr. Boatin the betu dwe Mr. Paul Boatin. Okay, say the be ba me catch us say MPP be wini 50.9 Bawumia be wini. Am last time we sound say ye kowie mu ana. Okay. So me come
research be antina na me butas and am boy dem
me catch us trophy gan to. And me catch us say MPP benya 142 to 145 seats. So okay, me catch you. And Mr. Fashe on fashion metro. Na ya kasa yenim baby ejina na yenim ye. Stefia on say education NDC ba omu betwem. Ghana for ya catch them say NDC ba education omu betwem.
Education
free education omu betwem. NDC betwem because Stefia how she asama omu chairman esedun katia kan. Idea omu plan so omu betwem. But omu timi mechanical omu so omu kan Ghana for
mama video see there be omu ade private schools ni ade nyina
Stefia area see there sabe asama obeka odi baji vote there see to abama uwie na obana utwem ase obi entinye owi because John Dramani Mahama na ka different thing and the chairman esedun katia so ka different thing and there so no idea MPP for Edika catch Ghana for say NDC between because at the end of the omope. Stefia, John Mahama, the ye now, Stefia, no,
John Mahama is here. You're expanding the Bia University. First year university, the private school crab account. You would have John Mahama, he's the candidate. Oh, we know the president, he calls the shots.
Stefia, we know the president, we also 2 billion on fine year free education. That's what Samba catch him say. Oba obey ni ya. Not me am to na sabe me drink ko enimu no. Na the ono kind of mefa. Obia omu ye advert about 49 advert etiaye. Na ono na ye o manpanyi. Na ekire onim say niema ekotia no free researchers omu research omu aye ni na enim say free researchers no amount for per nipa pe e no mbegina so ato aba itina jo Mahama de ne ho abehye but no enkoye man because omo idea free enya de omo ba omo betimi aba abeye Stefia maminka jo Mahama kan ya na ne ho Stefia me prayer owo su yo hene na Stefia ye pe me ne pray oba ho so ti ase na ohene abeka se oba no me fa se oba ware oba ro ma mienu o me ba me hwe o ma me do ma be co school university me hwe o mo na me so me po oba no ma beka se me ba me fa me sika me hwe o ma na ohene aba be ware oba no ohene timi ahwe nkra ko university wo promise me se odo on be kwa brochire akwa omu a PhD na eduro no niema nkoye ma ohene na me a me se me fa me sika me hwe oba ne ma na ma be gina aka se jai ohene na be fa me na me ba me di me sika no be hwe o mo abrochire me di me sika be hwe o mo amomo akọ me ne ohene no hwan na be gina di enti dia joma
Ghana for no mun decide December 7
enu tram so ya Ghana ni America sa no enti dia joma Mahama eye ni nyina no ono ye sedu nkatia no omu ni niema o mo keka ti Ghana for esra mo monto abanema Dr. Mahama Bawumia Dr. Bawumia Stefia wase aka ose senyame ya adunu atuma na enam se free SHS no obia ekobiniti no scholarship na yede ma amanfo no se ne yamfa mo mo enti oba mo a mudua kokoo ne ade no scholarship na secondary school yede ma mo no mo ma ekọ university a free
okay
yede kokoo sika ne be hwe mo ma
before na mo ka some budget insurance ama kokoo akua for no and I end
Stefia tell me Stefia meba also
kokoo scholarship as me say insurance mo ka some budget insurance ama kokoo akua for my
Stefia me say also kokoo scholarship
yeah it is in progress
me tell me bra penny or the kokoo scholarship na school so I know kokoo scholarship me busa insurance say Mudi
insurance America. Yes,
why insurance no?
Lunch.
I didn't launch launch the other.
I don't be a because now who's America policies are policy. Who you make
policy? Yeah, time now never come policy. Now no be so better me. Hey, what okay? Daddy, what okay? Yeah, on him back. Good evening. What okay?
Good evening, Sylvia.
Yeah, ma come policy. Na yeah. Ogusu kata we tro.
Na pop to say.
Me you too, Mike. What okay? Me you too, Mike. Momento airtime. If you do about one, and this near people is come momento airtime. Not that's right. Only been top bedroom in Tesla. Good evening.
Good evening, Sylvia. Now here.
I don't say.
Crystal don't young here.
Good. You too. What
okay? Ghana for ajibrate here ne obi bia oti for no ahwefo nyina. Titru na menchia me MP Honorable Alexander Kwesiakwa, Deputy Health Minister. I think it's Obo Adwuma.
Oh, I am Deputy Health Minister.
Oh yeah.
Oh good. Okay.
Obo Adwuma pa, in fact, I can say it unequivocally say is the so far the best MP Odan has ever had.
Hey. Oh yeah. Different thing.
Oh, that be said yeah. Me can okre. Now, Mefia, based on polls now, year, you know, he was talking about public, we say, intelligence. It's mostly done by observation, mostly. Say, oh, you're professor. Then the obi post intelligence you put down. You don't believe in it, because obi sponsor you swerve by the way of. Then Professor Uzu is trying to tell us all his doctoral thesis research is we shouldn't believe it. Because he got sponsored.
Okay, this is your question to Professor Jube Osunyamiche.
Jube Osunyamiche, yeah.
Okay, doctor now. Okay.
Yes, it means that there were no we shouldn't believe it. You see, when we the academians we are in the field of academia
research,
you know, say we should acknowledge them. What you say? I don't think you want margin of error. Sometimes when you be here, we should acknowledge them. Now, Sabio, you encourage na baby, you agree say to see no, you get it close, near educate. Said the we will get a lot of people into the field. Now, the world is about science and data research. Everything. So that's just by the way to my boss. Well, I'm a boss. Me do. I feel so we want them to go by that tangent. Now, it's the
so they shouldn't condemn something that is academically derived. Okay,
that's it.
Okay,
you see, and Mefia now a Alan ni pay cancer.
Jude also.
You because Bawumia is running away from the economy. We see these things. I think the MPP communicators we've kept silent on it for long. When you talk of the economy, it's very broad. Now, Jude is saying that Alan did very well as trade minister. Very good. Who supervised the trade ministry? Is trade ministry under the economy? If yes, then if Bawumia failed as the economic management chair, now who supervised the trade ministry, then the trade ministry did excellent work. The
trade ministry is on its own. Really, it's not under the economy. It's on its own. We now cabinet members.
Cabinet. But when you talk of the economy, the trade ministry is part of the economy.
It's captured under the economy, but it was not under the supervision of Bawumia.
Very good. Now let's look at
because I know what a member of the economic management team. I think trade
was a member of it, right? Fine. So let's take it for instance, inflation. Where can you place inflation more? Is it not under the trade ministry?
You see, inflation is decided by more under finance.
Under finance. But we have causes of inflation. We have imported inflation. What I say, you can't eat your cake and have it. Ghana, we always import. And right after COVID, where all these industries are by the courtesy of buying proposals, the policies, one district, one factory, na Alan, spearhead, na you can't tell me say at that time when they bet me producing your man all these medication and other things, were imported. Including nose masks.
I think they were imported from about Mahama time. Now they were imported, and you people blame Mahama.
So if you import, here is the case: you imported from China, you imported from America. America now is suffering from the COVID shocks. China is suffering from the COVID shock, and into the unknown, so no, idea be man no liberating from that shocks, no, or the bear torso into what we import, you are going to be the bearer. Thereby, your inflation will definitely go up.
And your point is, Alan mum ne failing.
No, sir. Onoka say Alan did Juma well, but Bawumia failed there or running away there. Then that's not true. And point two, Bawumia is not running away from the economy. We also have now is a via Abiana was store a one crime. I know your fiscal store. I will be a right. You obisu operate Amazon obi online. Is a via is it not a store? Very good. So how can we capture those people into the mainstream of the economy so that we can also get something out of it? Now
they are all captured. Now they are all captured.
Very good. So because or enrollee or make sure say digital drive, cover a larger space. It doesn't mean it's all running away from the economy.
But who said about made economy, city dollar exchange rate, a price and cost of living. He made it a central issue. Now that is not the central message of his campaigning. And not clear. That is clear. Bawumia has shifted to digitization, so he has run away.
The point is nowadays, now is the via you and I what is the main thing that the country as a nation,
economy, economy, digital. So why is Bawumia not addressing that?
Yes, Bawumia is addressing everything, unless we are not following him keenly. If you are following him keenly, for instance, let's take the economy, prices of food, any idea cost we are Greek. And any idea nebo ammonia idea nebo cost. Now, one major problem of our agri sector is accessibility. of credit facility. You and I, we know. Because your banking, your banks, any GD or individuals, because we come up with was it yeah build the credit score. And if you know, say you have a good credit score, you can get access to credit facility as a farmer. You can expand your production. Is it not being addressed? Is it this thing? Can't it address the problem that we are facing as a country?
The credit score never addressing and break for access to banking.
Access to credit facility.
Okay.
Here's the case.
I slightly disagree because I agree that some they credit score near the fix it. Government more a subsidy. American government actually subsidizes their families.
1 week.
It is not about credit score.
For instance, now we hear fool. Now we hear combine a harvester. Can you and you need about $40,000 to purchase it? Would you have that money? So if you have a facility,
that is why it's not a credit score issue. That's one. Government must deliberate also your food planting for food that deliberately over the years from Rollins to Kofo Obiaba. Tractors. On credit of dealing with this issue.
My example, I came order. You were MP say or be rice factory. Rice factory ni nyambaye. Na akuafo ne say omu dua mo ni wia. Omu tem woni kwa problem. Santa omu ntimi na nsuo kra be den ato abeyi. MP na de ni botom sika. Almost $40,000. And a kotoye. What I say, based on the cruncher economy, as a mind woman when here, any idea buying a biawunya, sika and fanko cranium money bending in a boom. But if you have individuals, or more that power, we have individuals are own to me, more credible, own to me accessing these facilities. I work for now. I think that it is well best.
Okay.
You see how it is. So these are some of the things that we as a nation we need to go beyond that.
Okay. Very well. Very well.
You see, we need to go beyond that.
Yeah, that's it. Honestly, Bawumia is not running away from it, you know. Nagis, good evening.
Good evening, Mafia. Now,
Adam.
Yeah, they am.
Winning.
Wait, Mafia, Fred, wet boss, catches Omra back.
What boss? What passes Sandra? Omra.
Who says 24-hour economy now and this for Kano? What is the pillars of 24-hour economy in Ghana?
Also, I'm a running shift.
Oh, I'm from Free Oboa. Mafia, meba. Aha, train pong, bus pong, drugstore pong, restaurant pong, nightclub pong.
But if you know some pong, and your money now.
Meba. Adia Chia, be early 4:35 no master. Police for 24 hour. Ghana, 24 hour. Nurse, 24 hour. Ghana, be. Hospital, 24 hour. Ghana, be ho. I have post office above 4:35. Yapon. Say, babia. Ghana, your security is saying. Ya kwan you're saying. Your lighting system, you're saying. Our 24-hour economy. Nipa obiote kwa ya chiwo baby. Our dobanje funo. Uncle from 24-hour economy. That 24-hour economy, even Mafia America hakwa tell you will croak bi wo ha omo ye sade no. Enye the whole America. Oko country bia you will croak say Accra say me fan say area do betuma run 24-hour economy. Enye the whole Accra. Oko Kumasi aye wo area bi wo ha ye na. Enu fit Oko Sunyan Bono area ho aye the same thing. Nti me kase 24-hour economy say no. NDC omuni message campaign omuni ayi update they don't have any
you have post baby so chest and NDC was from omu winning.
Mama nkyere wade. Mu se Ghana wo ho. Se obi kase ne ho kyere no a. Wo kase wo bi a wo nua na wo ba beje wo de no.
Nti ko fa shada no mu nyina ka so mo kire mo no.
Ye nyina ya ho kire ye. Nti untimi mesere me.
Okay.
Mafia ko mo de be kire. Ye nyina ya ho kire ye.
Do why you sure san ko ni ga no mo kire mo a?
Oh, any day babia mafia, babia the whole way. Even America where you will be born with that bonting. Ghana or utim kosi area be a catch or higher Ghana, you don't believe it. Ho fe. Oko yuka your area be oko si catch a higher yuka over show me UK me call area be me call area be not light street light granny up. Overall Sony common street light granny up. Babia feel babia fe babia nyefe. But babia wiase ne kono mafia hwe mamen kire MPP adoroji se o pa di ni ne dia won senka se o pa di ni ne you will never get it. But se o pa di ni chena na NDC for MPP for plan
So we a long term. How do you think that's how they never affect elections? Akabo so me pe why now so say
mafia won se bia me catch for say minya kwenya ba platform so me make say mafia say eye no kure pass heaven wo ha me fie nyame a the first question me bisa say urade before why any boy yen because before mafia yam planning ahead yam planning ayo look at Ghana how so be a preach say temuda beba 2028 nto wo sika di ne you must free school. Look at all these things. So be a planning.
50 years. But see, I can't busumi election. We bronya the one be winning.
Until winning. Oh, MPP will win.
MPP will win.
Yeah, my mentor what if your man cut to say because a man for about unya mremo. My mentor.
But until I mean person before they now stay on this one.
My mentor what day. And this new message. Omo message ya to nsum. Vim na your mama dey call. I stop. Say they don't know what they're saying. Look at the Shedunkatia. Now, Shedunkatia said, Minister of Mama Bebruno on the Becon with a market on the wall. Because pillars now, your mamma is, I said, Dunkatia to two. The Shedunkatia, so I can't hear because Bible say, the Asha Mamma no Pusun and Eden, a Bible tenant. Young Caucasus say, no, Montomaye, Nayaba, you come. Mafia, I swear God, say, me back, me buy no registration fee. Make cancel way on the whole platform we saw. Ghana BNT. Me buy registration fee buy. No Korea secondary school. Na me dan castle. Me kosre me fee wura. Na me pa na chew. Se me srem. Me ba na be school secondary school. Nto ma me fa say sika o ye home economics. O toto niema sa. O de ma fia fa hwe.
Okay. Indeed, and Zania Abaya year pro in 19 MPP be winning. No.
Ah, mafia.
Yo.
Would obi catch us set in a bias on Cherawadi, not for Obra. On Cherawadi, in a bias. Not so canius were on Cherawadi. Not for Bobra. Mafia did Pacrasi.
You. Obanagis. Mama now say what I see pre-SHS in 20 MPP be winning because the kind of value where they money pan on office is more valuable than say obidia but who need education. And you want it about your good evening.
Steph, yeah, good evening.
Me
da so mama opportunity once again. I am say Emiliana na ya mechia why. To say the cake and me akwa my prepare me by 2 weeks time me kwa kotoaba. And like he said, and a lot of people don't know that some of us, we will never and if ever even benefit from NPP, but we just want NPP government in place because of policies. That's it. Where UK, America, all the nation, the big nation, all man transform, and also man transition to whatever we are seeing them now, just by coincidence. It was a concerted effort. And we put two structures. And we imbibe the spirit into their people. Say, when ya niswadi hunu ye pesi ye duru ha ena omuji tumu people never benefited as a result. It is a independence ya ye womu omo fighting for our independence no enye omu nyina na a survival ma ye nom na yenya ehumfaso. Even the current can say a constitution of fourth republic, a lot suffered and died along the way. And to say we are saying no, say people, if people are not prepared to invest, and I will use the word investment into their future. Now you have years a 10 beyond year penny now. There is no way our society will survive, even if Yesu Christo could free soroba. Now be a leader and work. There must be that conscious change. We need to conscientize our mindset. Say, a mind a hina ye parko. Me person me drag my argument on that line, but I think say sometimes we just need to also re-echo these things for people also to accept. Say there must be a collective decision. Say we want to reposition our country on a certain pedestal. Said ye nyina ye tiasia na ye nya enkabomu na ya tiasia said aha na ye pese pa the path for ye pese ye achieve na ye nyina ya kabom na achieve. Hwe a professor rather ebaye no he tried to discount the Yendi Papa Boatin. I was so embarrassed on the basis as a professor. Sorry, say Obekasi. Now bana be discredited. O young kwa wire research. Na me one what's one on so a field. Oh, patches on only field now coin. And yet, but what to US? What's in my freeway? And today, all Kassan is it not a form of research? And one day, no.
Yeah, you have a point. You have a point there. Yeah.
Okay. So you are trying to tell me
a data collection. Okay.
Yeah, that's correct. And now data now no say or person or yeah, you know. When they research your needs research interest. Or no research interest, you know. And he say, or best speaking to the people or former people. This is the area. I think say or no free say no be use. But obi to be use the sample size now. Or be cover so many you can say details, be a data, be involve a lot of people in the sampling. And now, a question, when the bet me set a cancer, a researcher, ne obetima set ne research questions, no, so many they cover everything. Research question was set to suit your research objectives.
Objectives, yeah.
And to say, be our no name should be. Ne be our no name is what no. Ne be a one for ABCD mra. Maybe ABCD, no. Look, Sister Fia, I wrote a research proposal for a PhD couple of weeks ago. They interviewed me about your friend is saying one of the schools interviewed me. According to almost say I have a strong topic, but then me research questions and you can say methodology and person me no na enye work. So they call me back say me dey maintenance and train be.
That's how I apply.
You see the point. And if why you there now who free say we discount obi dia just on the basis say ebia wo there no also there no was skilled mind. I also they show the reason how they your research. For instance, making so many things. Well, Sister Fia, a lot of people that don't want to accept. But the impact NPP government are making on education, you know, Metima is second to none in the history of Ghana, even perhaps even not Kwame Nkrumah Peso, in terms of investment. Sister Fiaudia said, I'm trying to be some young people in it, you know. Just take your time, listen to and can I say do now presenting the key details.
One review.
Exactly. Sister Fiam Kwame Refi said do a money Dawson. Look at and Sister Fiam I remember said there was a time. Now when you will be pressed or free SHS, also want to then they don't want to accept it. And when we are saying we invest about your future.
Okay. And the one that when the man think feel say where you are coming from, many people win.
Exactly, because with him the policies now on the banner impact na make your people lives, you know. Almost free say if we are benefiting this year, the issue of the economy now, will be the crust of the matter, no. You bet discount because equity benefit na you invest in the future muna it outweigh the current difficulties.
Okay.
And that's what
your
people
point. Okay.
That's what people also don't appreciate. For instance, dialysis. And people are dialysis wrong. Dialysis. As of my dog I from 1st of cancer December. Dialysis obibia or dialysis it will be free.
And because we need to more dialysis.
And very fortunate. Almost see, according to dog, no, what it has been piloting for the last 6 months.
Okay.
To check about the sustainability of the policies about okay. And say everything can work excellently. Okay. Before so becoming different of but before that, 2016 now, you can say NPP are buying fra you can say abaymun NDC fra abaymun na NHS no na edika in the tune of 1.2 billion Ghana cedis. So if a government or now bet me be service all this debt, now what me all the other things be NHS in home. You guys, or no yet free SHS or you with all these things in all service you. But what you are who say some of them are direct, some of them might be indirect.
You're very well.
People are looking at these kind of things, okay. And at the end of the day, they will vote. I am me say me and I had your 1 minute. Me and I
also go for when so be any time say because a data now for is even the time spent. No, I just want them to. Nana, good evening.
Yeah, this is
yeah, so one in town he was basing everything on investment. I won't say difficulties, but the investment in Ghana no, is outweighs the difficulties. Also, why you think candidate be winning?
On that, before I put on that, Michia and more for this room for to mindful we did say Bibia Koso Oboko, Muma Abute Mumbra na Abutre and for Bibia International Odo. Sister Fia, maybe some question me as I'm on the point. December 8th, a Wednesday, Wednesday program, no, what cutting there, but yes, election year, December 7th. Are you going to come online? Are you going to be?
No, we are not going to come online. I just said, airtime on my boss, or then if he directs me accordingly, then I can do an episode for you. Yeah.
You do the Monday, no, that's the day before the election. No?
Yeah. Okay. My election ban, no, election ban, okay.
Ghana election, so December 7th.
Oh, Ghana, no, that Ghana election that will be here. No, we'll be here.
Until on December 8th, you will be here, right?
Yeah, we'll be here.
Okay.
Oh, election December they will be around. Yeah, that will not be indicated by days. No, you will be here.
God, thanks for giving us that heads up because I say plan here to a calendar. So now.
Yeah, we'll be here.
Okay. Yeah, sister, if you are pivoting on the there's no two ways. Even the president of Ghana acknowledges COVID. People are struggling on the amateur of Ghana. That is not. But sister, if you are I am not contest here because Ghana what other things are going on.
Okay, but now Jude just gave me the information. I mean, check your calendar. Now, see, December 7th is a Saturday. It's not a Wednesday. So check again. It's a Saturday. Because I remember last 4 years, it was a Sunday. Into Sunday, I was on air till Monday morning. Me and Dr. Dunphy, she paid like almost 8 hours before the voting day. So we were on air the whole time. But I know I check your calendar so that we can. Because I think it's usually on a weekend or on a Tuesday. Last year, December 6th was a Tuesday. No, December 6th was a Sunday, and then Monday, no, I don't know what check. I'll also check later on, but all the core points, so I'll check again.
Thanks for the correction. Yeah, of course. I mean, no two ways about that. But does Ahuche necessarily means it translates into vote? In some cases, yes, it will translate into vote. But the question is the magnitude. Sure, Ahuche be made the same in two regimes, right? But there will be other countervailing factors that are different in those two regimes. So when they are and oftentimes, if one year careful now, yes, we can say, and this is what did I get? And this is Ghana phone policy benefited from the NDC. People will look at this thing. The people don't make decisions just on one thing. They always look at things around on the and then collectively they make assessment. But there are some people who on life now depends on the same economic issues. Like I was telling you the other day, I mean, I'm not expecting sales. So our community now might be very impacted by a lot of the GDP, so other issues, I don't expect to get, even if we're getting 90% of that population. I don't expect this election you get that 90%. You probably get 50% of those people who originally support you coming to vote for you. Into the way of projection, I wouldn't need to vote, just to put you in that realistic bracket, because it's human psychology. That is what it's known about human beings, that when they are hurt about something, they have some way of grieving or expressing it. He will just stay back. And like I've told you, say, and this new MPP, I can say, Obia supporters, now will support her, stay behind her. Indirectly, that is like voting for the NDC.
Exactly.
Very critical. So aspect, so we all support and come to Obama. Indirectly, it's like what to Obama, the other opponent. Say, what that means, say, who base now, ideally, they are expressing or the sign, they are very sad, they are expressing, their grievances, but they will not do it publicly. Internally, BBR touch then they'll come and express it in-house. There are people like that in the political parties. That's not their style. They want to express it openly. So
it's within MPP. What are you people doing? Because because the post, what say last week they are buying Nanamuli did there, but the new one NDC is back up at 49%. So what are you people also doing about that?
Yeah, within MPP media, what we knew their strategy is cut out. What we know in this, like I was telling you the other day, the base has to come through for us. It's a base number through for us, as you said, yeah. 100 times difficult. Into your base, it is a very key thing saying this election, if our base don't really come out for us, especially Ashanti region. I'm very confident about the work we've done around all the other regions. But Ashanti region margins now come because of the effect of the numbers, even 1% margin in Ashanti region is a big deal. And 1% in maybe some other regions might not be a big deal. But 1% Ashanti region, if you even lose that vote in Ashanti region, it could begin to, play some tricky, effect on the gains that you've made in other places. And maybe I'm very clear, say, if our base really come out strongly to vote for us, Sister Fia, we might not get the 52, 51%, but crossing that 50 mark, we will surely cross that mark, because I believe, sir, for the NDC to make up on a deficit, the kind of work they needed to do, I haven't seen it in this election. Looking at what I've seen with the World Mark campaigning, and ask me the DND, this is about the first time I've seen what I call a very docile campaign from the NDC. And
this year campaign NDC,
Yes. I don't say this lightly. I say it with all the facts of history that I've seen with them and the way I've known them about how they campaign. And if they want to, challenge me, they themselves know.
But are you thinking of my mama almost show down campaigning to me? And yes, and
I think, sir, it's because of the candidacy of Nipani Edenabano. Because they now have to unlearn and learn a new way of campaigning technically. So and that is the big thing. Our man, I dampening factor and fees and also impacted on campaign strategy a lot. Into what I'm telling people, the candidate that you put in an election matters. Say, if it wasn't John Mahama coming into this election and NDC different candidate buyer, Sister Fianca by now, our candidate now or two economy is a parrot. bosso my economy no what in Japan now wunjini ndi kwa beji ni panedi but Mahama ko boy economy no to so parrot and we be say na say papa be man penida you see then it begins to dampen the effect of what that message would have even had on the ordinary people. So the involvement of Mahama alone will also bring some baggage and yeah free how even though we are struggling then our kind the economic issues are hitting people. But and no people have a contest, right? Oh, COVID came. What did they do? What didn't they do? People can see through us and money now. Maybe they messed up in some place, they didn't do some other, but collectively, Nipa now will compare on what against one also a track record. What did he also do? When you have this enemy bump, then you're like, so that is where I think the NDC are struggling. And so Manka's economy, they are not confident about messaging around our economy the way they need to.
Now, I mean, that's about what I'm taking from a point, which is very key, is that so you are banking everything. When you do other region, they see you are banking everything on Ashanti region.
Yeah, Ashanti region, let's say, because whatever we have is we have two northern brothers. If you have two northern brothers, that's a Ghana, a company. Now to talk with the Mahama, After Bawumia, there's a company, Sanko for me, no man run it, or company in the next 4 years. Mahama ne Bawumia, will be our track record, Kakrao. What do you want to do? Largely, now all the circumstances in your seen now within or when you know two regimes now. One and Albany HDN will company now, man. I feel say a bonus idea, Dr. Bawumia is where we are ahead in terms of, I mean, his capacity to be able to manage this company going forward. It's the I'm not sure Ashanti region for say the other piano. Most
because they were need to go young no. If you watch that issue, and you go Magari, it's not I'm telling the people, so I'm a prophet and when you have been a more year. There will be pockets of in Tokani. I think I've done it before, but we will do it again. There will be pockets of conflict here and there in Ashanti region. All those areas, Accra, Ashanti region, areas will be up in a stronghold, and there will be. But we will take that one. Is able to break it up from region to concept. Next week. Next week, I mean, good evening.
Yo, me jo sister Fia. Injili so hoye.
Adom ba jo so e.
Ya me adom boko. Me ba so ache na nsen. We die obi aka ne die na abato ne die no ani 7th December. Make us aka be 3-4 weeks na so. E dru ho a all the polls amanfo aye we na LED we abesan we ho no enne be hu. But me de mejina na mejina. De mejina ne se den ya NDC belu NPP belus. De ntia NPP belus ni nyina ne se. On se obia wo ne core base a wo de ye adwuma. Na ye hwe voter register na abana ye wo be 18 million people on beto aba.
I don't know. Okay, last time 17 million. I don't know if I drew 18. I'll check again.
All right. Sa figure no. Den ya NDC. Want a core base. Be 40%. NPP nso want 40%. Na niebe kan ho amu across ya kono. Eno na ye floating voters. Floating voters ne den no mujina so de ato aba. Omo de economy ne na eto aba. Se ohwe floating voters no so na most of them na ne ye omo ameka se omo akọ school kakra omo follow issues ene de to aba ono no onko ye ze me de etwa mafuru se NPP etwa mafuru se NDC ntino ehọ ana metena omo ne de omo analyze niema obehu se no last 4 years and last 8 years na me dollar eye be 4 cedi say na duru 16-17 na me pound eye be 5 cedis say na 21 enti se me businessman a diminish me capital sa capital na he na me konya bi edi asem enti na dwuma be den ebegu otifie enti is also the free SHS aba wagu na dwuma enti ne ba na ekwa oko school na so obehia provisions obehia care sika obehia enyema eye basic needs eno obenya sika wo he obon se obi o woni business ano wo ye na adwuma no woni nam na ope bosia ma enya bosia me banko school eno na free SHS no emfaso be na de bre no enti sa nipa no okoka chenze o me di free SHS aba wagu na adwuma na feedi no ebia ne baba akope na eco free SHS onzo wagu na adwuma a ede e feedi nipa be 10 enti sa nipa no ongina free SHS ne so na ento aba na so onyina economy ne so enti se ye kan bibia o free SHS fine free SHS is a good policy a e was obia ba beto so ene de obia ni wa izin de aduru no ope oba beto so cause sebi Mahama nya wontimi meka say me twam even if you do review krana review no is to straighten things and yes oba beka say me buy no free SHS e maye boka entimetwam entiane de eno nye ya sticker or the beto aba although you can campaign and win some people but eno no enye more as compared to the economy no, there are people who don't even care about economy, free SHS or whatever. All that they care about is your integrity. Integrity in anything. Oh, but no can sembia. Now Jesus say, oh, 2016, no Jesus say Mahama, no atiso no na nyama bi nkoye, na corruption, na nyama o monye we ni we nkoso. Onso ba and then I'll be what be worse than normal. Enti obi to obeka say na na yesi Mahama pen so say ni no ye mpe no ya befa wa onso ba ye hu any change se bi obi atena Akufo-Addo amamuomu President Akufo-Addo amamuomu for 8 years there hasn't been any improvement the otia no otie bi kura wa ye worse off than the no otie and the sani pan do you expect the person to also say oh free SHS or huntina me sa to aso
okay. Do they also economy no has more prominence in decision making of voters no than anything
happen in America no send you happen in America no sa na be happen in Ghana
okay
yem fan sign by bia nso nka say they happen in America no sa na be so Ghana
okay
mami ja no be for
into your train be one month's time ye nyina ye be hu Brian good evening.
Good evening. Well, sorry, now was meeting here from now.
Yeah, it's here connect to open out to from here.
Yeah, now making notes here because I'm out and I have to respond to most of this.
Okay.
It's the first point I'm making to say, Bawumia is not running away from the economy. He's not running away from the economy. And work on several platforms to say he believes that NPP government, they are saying NDC bam. And he said based on the records, and on the records, and I cannot speak for him, but I'll say based on the record, they have performed better than the NDC. And so, NDC now the DBA no challenge, no amount of records now on the face of. So he's not running away from the economy. And then nobody can be saying or be the question say in 2016 he was saying that if the fundamentals are weak, they will expose you and dollar rate and by this time he's not doing that. No matter say even in 2020 he wasn't doing that because buying more communication is a inflation. Yeah. Because inflation there, it will still be there. It will not. Be experiencing deflation. Until buy my own team make us inflation here. ASN what there. There we make us yes, a bit man request yes, inflation here better than previous government there. But any man bogus to cost. Do back at say in inflation here is they are not going to listen to that. You know. You try as much as possible not to talk about those things, but talk about things that you've done. And there might be a easy amount for a life, even if you just other stuff. And I am man for I can't say, Bawumia can say if the fundamentals are weak, SC will be exposing us. Then why I found. So and Bawumia say yes, what he said then is true, and it's still true. Now it's not working on the fundamentals. Me support Bawumia because I was indoctrinated into the NPP because me feel NPP before. It may cost about for me no one me the shall say. But that's not the reason why. Me Tony book. I bought this book, Monetary Policy and Financial Sector Reform in Africa, Ghana's Experience. Me Tony book kind the book. No, I think at the end of the book, no kind on a certain point as we as a Ghana this way because your fundamentals then a identification system. So also you have your unique identification system for every single individual in the country. Because as a standard Ghana, a man for now only onimo won't be identify them. So first thing is identification. Second one is here address, an efficient address system. Because obi akoji loan no really no. I mean, what's the hope? The internet it's animal when you now come meeting Ghana and then remove loan and be interest be 5,000%. I'm just exaggerating here. And what's wrong now? Because trust in you, because money the whole concept of money now relies on trust. Because that internet paper back way $100 back way $50. Then trust. It's he is working on those fundamentals. And in the long term, in the long run, some of these issues are always loans. Now they are there. Now, maybe in some 5-10 years time, the youth will be bold enough to go for loans based on this credit score. Now they are there.
Okay.
The interest rate are from based on no personal credit score.
Out of the population or more, how many people are like you are basing more decision based on these fundamentals? Because there's some more kind of most people don't be on economy.
To be very honest, the credit score and as any power the but never will soon have dona. Me say at least those around me. May convince you me say me join so and the attention of my GB and family. I'll have to let you understand what's going on. Because you are the same thing for so many years and we are not getting any better results. Why don't you try other things? They've been said, and Obi CD to dollar rates. A question I will be say, Nasa Bawumia, why would the people trust Mahama? Because when Mahama came, or buy no, addition is also by sitting in breast. In the time, no be so no bra. I didn't know you no Mahama be save you. You know, he's not coming to save you. Yes, he's not coming to save you. It's no, I'll see a share coin be a fix this issue. And about Bawumia say, you try this good for oil thing because you got all you be the dollar and the quarters are oil. And Ghana, so now we are the largest gold producing country in Africa. Now, you me for gold in ya the be a buana, your foreign exchange $1 no. You find at the fufro or the gold for oil buy. Now you talk or you mean cousin in a ibu my gold, you talk gold in cities from Ghanaians. Near the gold near in cities near their okay. Instead of events and dollar now affairs and bank of where are the dollar.
Understood. But when you know Kamboma, who do you think will be in the lead? Why just say a Dudwana and fat economy home 7 to Abana? Who do you think will be in the lead?
I think me say Bawumia is in the lead because Bawumia no we economy if you are unsa Ghana no ye penny pursue. Now we stand up upon it na or brand wasi. And then you fake on yes, is a way or people with no, what was a son or Tiana for a penasem. Maybe say me penasem naturally. And San Manana, they were or United Nipana and the San Manina account man. The Befregana be our mom with positive and manage pa with them the man be see
I will ring him Ben and friend. Oh, friend. I cry and I say
Greater Accra Eastern Region, Ashanti region. Yeah, maybe free Eastern region, but I mean, as my yeah.
Okay, you. Evans, I mean, Evans, you know who's about Bawumia is in a lead. Overjari, good evening.
Good evening, Steph. Yes,
I don't patch also.
Boko.
Good, patch on you.
Yo, if you are free, say, say one thing I like about Nanaya. Say, your analysis, I really pay attention to him. Now, me will be a kind of cry. Say, Otimi,
I pay your voice, ma'am. I'm saying, I am saying, come on, no way,
oh,
you say,
yeah, me there's an analysis. I am not based on fact. The facts cross Otimi pointing Ashanti region out to say, without it, a bad diamond. I like that fact. And that's how you have to do politics. Ebasana, who party now who campaign another candidates now who campaign mano. They see their weak points and then they work towards it. My man looks as everything is nice and good and sweeter. The trumbane there, no according to our papa. And then America say, MB before a bus soon they almost kind of crying. One in town, Wabek kick a beer, no kick no, Frank coming to about. He doesn't win vote.
One came, he was expressing your opinion based on what he thinks or what he perceives.
Oba and Koba attack prof. and I say my prof Becca, why is he's speaking out of experience. And I almost person cause obe Tanishi Mr. Boateng of discrediting. No, I'm discrediting. He just he does not agree with him.
Yeah, but I think he raised an issue too. Or say Prof. Pache say Boateng there no raise any research like that questionable. Not Prof. So also a friend called for in Accra ne Kofodia ne Kumasi, and he has spoken to a few people and he sees that NDC is winning. So he was comparing the two, which is also fair.
If you are Prof. He used the word skew. Or say me cry me the other American is skewed because maybe I'm afraid. Listen to with some Obi or Kasa.
But Wamington was saying the same thing though. He was saying the same thing. He was also saying it's a prof the energy is skewed. Just like all kinds of professors think the energy is skewed, you know.
Oh, okay,
because that's what he was saying,
If that's what one in town then I'm sorry.
That's what he was saying. Says a prof so the idea questionable. Not just a prof so the end on so Kasa not so afraid. The prof himself said, oh, no cross on scientific because in your baby are not afraid. He also admitted it. Yes.
Okay, Martinez here. Sorry to him. If I misheard him. If I am called one thing, so say, catch your but before answer, the last person was a young guy now because economy. He's 100% right. Ghanaians will vote based on economy. Now, an MPP for a analysis. So, say, Mama, ultimate economy, Mama, ultimate economy. Listen, Mama can speak about economy. Oshane dia baby ekodu ya na baby a MPP dia koduna. So mama come that be last week make MPP for should be careful how they campaign. Moya sana sympathizers and floating voters and they see you say you guys are not learning. I have partisan line, you know, let's hammer it, let's say it. I like Nanaya when Nanaya is doing analysis. Sometimes because I'm in Kasabi. Let's do this a conversation based on fact and issue. Don't come with party emotions. MPP at all costs he has to win. Yeah, we'll be up at any party winning, but can Ukraine a woman? If you are Japan during primaries, what did he say about economy? Or say okra for first no Ukrainian or India, or is okra 40,000 or to meet up $10,000. And then the same $10,000, you have to buy a certain amount. At quadruple. We are talking about economy. Your candidate will find a way to. Somehow Miana himself is dodging for economic stake. Or come beside economy or better way. He wants to talk about digital. He wants to talk about future. So credit score your thereby. I feel a fantastic idea. But Ghana, we are not there yet. Before a credit system will work, you know, your economy must be stable. If you forward then you go about credit. If you are about say, who compare creditor? The first question they ask you, you have a job. How long have you worked with the same company? You have to consistently work with the company more than 3 years. Oh, your baby sir, we need your last 3 years W-2 form, which is your tax return. It is a bit Ghana, and that's all. Yeah, Juma. Now, I say, me, Juma, the credit score, but you know, a fantastic idea, but we are not there yet. Build your economy, stabilize your city, stabilize your money. Now, after a Juma employment, they go higher. Then we come to a credit system. So say, okay, my budget credit score. What are the fundamental questions? Maybe I'm qualified to get 80% and I say 800 score.
Okay.
Basically, you fail the main pass. I won't qualify. So what I say?
Okay.
Fantastic, but we are not there yet.
Okay.
I mean, come back on so.
Summarizing on a couple of cheap, men so better at least Omunyanya Pankasa. Mr.
Okay, Mate, me trust it is here. If you have free SHS as some year come. The person MPP for should stop using free SHS as an excuse.
And there's no to me stop your mom, campaign.
Free SHS about 2020. free SHS, and he brought it on 2016. And people vote for him on 2020. And no vote to suit.
This will be person original free SHS so to about best obey me stopping an hour.
Oh, make me stop on let's look for something else. Now young campaign to bring people on board to come and vote for more candidates. So who you to free the economy not good for big time. Me tell you see me a floating voter. If you me could draw barana me who depart for now. That's 12, whoever how many candidates they are. 13 people now. Me starting from number 1. Oh wait, let me check him off because we're failing economy. Number 2, let me check him off. Or by Wabada, number 3. This man I've never tried. I'll be silent or mother. It is a friend and maybe analyze the okay, let's give him a chance, at least minimum. People are going to vote based on issue.
Okay.
It is all now say free SHS that say obi here free SHS, Utipa our free SHS, Unaya free SHS. Akobam. SSC if not, we are not going anywhere.
Okay. But free SHS issue. One housing they should be vote based on issues. Free SHS issue. And then by force, what is an issue for you, should definitely be an issue for somebody. So I want to say them America and they be abortion here and for issue. Economy was also other people's issues, and they voted in the direction of the economy. Money video.
Good evening, sister. And then I have boy, me outside now, me YouTuber, me Cynthia.
Oh, you, Mbacho Mamiti.
Shout to me, Kadia.
Yeah, Tonkapa.
Oh, good. Let me tell good evening because 10:55 was the minimum day.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
And I ran to because I was saying about 6 years or 9 years, or between actually 24. Now, it was said, Sabi, never know, I know man call president or Ghana. Now, obviously, I president, about Robert me to be.
Anyway, example, can I know?
Okay, I actually, then I see. And I'm so the professors about Tribiaba. Now, first one I'm betting, I'm saying on research, very, very good. Many year dream because based on history now. Na ibi odi bano when yana accurate cry no nyana a big cruiser because intelligence ne scientists no there den odi adwuma no on dem beza me kire no na man bisu be kasa professor Sadon ba first one na me dem say oya professor na asem committee the other UN no
okay professor prof Jobi no uso ni ameche the
United Nations no the security and ono professor me fi say okase me committee that's the only professor I know tonight.
I know kwa dia na choose say obeti okay
yeah because na say baby na ye kwa nim bibia science na dia adwuma enti you want ko preference ko for ba ko mienu bi na we nka say me botu ojo na mfa anya yi ono no wa ye na home work oyasia enye enenso omo start fi ages cra before election cra beba no start your home work. It's like every year and every 3 months they upgrade it. Until almost year on the banner. Would I have a compare Mamba any now? You bet you won't say your kind of day. Because the reasons behind on the research, I better say on my mocky kind of going for only then for Nina. Professor,
50.6 name, Bawumia, and I know you're more accurate.
I'm sure I come more cry. Yeah, you're very, very good. Only the end, you're very strong. What do you say? Professor Akube Kasa will say, choosing Bawumia, they should have bring an account person if I go. This is a
account person.
Yes, it's son. Yes, it's son. Only about which have been in our brony, no motive fair. Or him and now Uncle Wari Brook Bibini. Yes, it's son. It is a way I say when Fulani, Fulani for the piano mate, Fulani the first lady Ayachi. Asante Forno, our castle Melusuono. As I think, Asantin on your own power be a home. Ubaya, dear, Beboa, or man and qua, dear. Umbatrama, and found as I found a Casauka. It is a research now in Panicho. Obet me as son, as I never him cry. Oquasantia. You are Naga, you are Fanti New Town, you are Cran New Town. Now, I don't know much is Uncle Funia. Oh, don't found. But yeah, you
research or ground.
Oh, research now, David, Bacho. Obio, research be I have a car. It won't go anywhere. Oh, the Mr. Michena. It won't go anywhere.
Yo.
So, okay, excuse me to say, Mr. Allen, and I said Mr. Shedder. It doesn't mean I don't like them. I like them, even though I haven't met them. But the person Michelle say, their vote won't get anywhere. Even some more pushy at the second runner. If we say the second round, mobile could be an could be. Oh, Mr. Michelle, their vote won't get anywhere. If I got 10 million or 1 million to come and register as a political party, to be honest with you, I'd rather go and join one of the big guns because I'll spend less and work my way through to become one of them. Anyway, I'm not discouraging them. It's their own decision. Obviously, an MPP economy, then the economy. The person that me actually economy as you and I say, be angry.
It's how the person is feeling the economy in his pocket.
Okay, the person that me actually say Ghana our local language. Popular voters,
how we feel. Economy.
Economy. As what is economy? What is economy then? Nipa say na equita dollar. Nipa say kra na $1 ni bida. Say dollar. It's not going to make anything. The economy won't affect anything. Omo atuma NDC now. Omo say economy no. The same people who vote for NDC. NPP ni. Omo akwa NDC there. Ene nko betre fie. I must be very honest with you. Ghana, nko 4 penny rule Ghana.
Yo.
Supreme Court, NDC, MPP, okay? And Electoral Commission. And Electoral Commission. Sanko for 4 weeks. I'm got someone for Ghana and show
Ghana. Supreme Court in ruling Ghana, Electoral Commission in ruling Ghana.
Maza, who are you up Sanko for when
the opening, but Supreme Court in ruling Ghana, Electoral Commission in ruling Ghana. The only human is limited to a certain point. Why? Opening Joseph, good evening.
I'm sure. Virginia and Maryland.
Good. Yeah, that's it. So joining and then.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, maybe I'll show them. But tell me, I'm sure the way. I hope that Jay and I have got in a few moments. They are woman who night and etumpon. Now, may you won't be a home to whatever it is, and then Jay and I then FACB. People about line because they have access to paying Fibia. I don't blame them because they haven't obinuma with them. But in any be watch about tomorrow. The car of one check more about $14,000, $15,000. Are there stop her? And she say, instead of the be a plan you call me no MPP, NDC, MPP, NDC. Once we him there, coach another. Wrote here way. Changes behind for so many years. Now what's what you sign one researchers what one work school literature, all of them comes they are sharing ideas about MPP NDC. One family what about home cutting away the way it be a one work kind of a far work for family of her. All tries on us also coffee and part. What one more ye? Because them no organ come home. I hey Abaha. And hear them not. At the baby, I say a bad, you know, whoever it is, most of all could be the same thing. No, be I them offer the same thing. And she said, well, yeah, but don't necessarily watch them a coney. Yeah. How do you try to educate you fearful? Obia, we've tried a lot of people. How do you try to be snare? Then you put more woman, conad, etumpuna. But because of Bia, I mean, Bemon, because Bia, I mean, make a music of your school, what you mean to my major on the same time, or be more Yamano. And so, of course, because people didn't cannot cheer the MP. There's a question MP quote out in the commercial commerce. Road a broker, casting a stop, I want to wonko. Why don't you think about that? Every roads are other than what? Modern strong and modern form. When you talk about Ghana is richer more than even America. So when it comes about the resources, they have everything. I have Yanson what you inska. But yeah, but be a Yako school literature, one of school literature, one way, near ban MPP and this, whereby the Mokofina Watanado road to the motor not see where you road that within 1 year, no way to do. And we start supporting these people to come over there. Why the one shall be for whoever Chairman Chino Shadow, Equadonco, my resident, one shall be for some number, my child, so what to my BBR. But because of us, the winner of fear, one family is away and painful. Echo will be at once I say, oh, and I wouldn't be or be to Miss Nidan, Baba for us as an Echo there be a land, I'm going last year. Land in Moko, what's a woman here, MPP in painful? See, land in a one funnel. Actually, they can't do anything.
To work for us as free.
Assassin don't fair, but like a friend and a friends were which I bet you more, which I bet you more, because never know what you have, never know what you and see. Tune in,
what box wash inside.
And see, we're pushing to wash him. See, you put no call, no coherdo. Okay, I'm confident about check here. Also, on your right. The following the worker we invite him, Pocono Berno, or bear, I am MPP paying woman say for a chakrado. Until in that case, no, want to my every. It's other way more than okay. The man I did, but my colon tumpon. And she say,
Miss Ainsley, what better than the yenya to them, Judy Bay or Ken, Professor Ken, but consistently, actual statistics now. Ghana from Pedal about independent people, and after that is the interest, Mawabenienti. But how can we break away from them two parties?
Other African countries here, will be the jail. Only the bottom wire. We vote a man waba. And here they are able to educate one. But in our also strike, we are educating, we are forcing them a Mahama or MPP the way the Wambra. And see, that's what we are talking about it. And see, most obviously they know. But actually, Senegal, where on the we vote to her. Citizens of how West and Gafina, we vote against current president. You know, we'll make sure that other than if you do, fine, you're going to vote to her. But here can say no, but different people are what my them. Once or often, what we change your ideas. No, what you want a corner for that will be in the right person more than why. But here, we are the supported MPP, NDC. But I don't want to be a question there. Why they are young coffee and cobwa? They ain't no home to me. They na so yes, yamba because one away, Papa also can be young Kumosadi. So when you do a car, and Chabiana Joe, Equadon coffee in Sawum to her. About the port was in man, you know when you do I see one not already because you know what that. And see, tell me, I'm a cadet, Yanson and MPP NDC. In your book of you, would you tell me intimate now? But echo, that's a road near road, one road did my sister Kumasi to a car book here. That's a year, that's a way on the bar. What's one you pay when you do? Also, if you. And to my wife, in sister, I watch and say, you are okay. Young Kuma, he has a lot of money, even more than any way. But when you live when 2 months saving on yes, I am MPP NDC because of party affiliation. When we are your party, no matter how it is, in prefer there, shoot there, wrote, done a cool and on yet. In the leaders, whether MPP NDC, whoever has come apart from me, I am paying for before. In Kawabe, they don't do anything. So why don't you say the right thing? Like people hustle, we yankan. I mean, now we can acquire Yakogana and pay for whatever as I want nothing. And see, I made them to my kind. The truth has to be told. Now, you get the main man, you're not educated more of you.
Me compare that about you putting now about to why last na make there. When you want a party. I don't even know why about you want to be there.
No sense in there. Obi ohwa. That making no car no ko be free. Because ne case be ne brother be or MPP or NDC or Benin. And in that case, the main part is on your red about support because how compare can be for that chance be all doing no and onya. I want to inya. And the main part or higher than on here, but the corner now there than yeah. About Kane now. I
think that's a very good advice. We should go beyond where maybe our personal interests are. Nana, Mama, good evening.
Good evening, me
Adum Pacho.
But
I think Paul Boateng wants to. There was somebody who came to say something about Prof. Jobin Yamiche, so I want them to come into Pacho Mamitio.
Yo, Mateo, Medasi. Matthew, Casa Limp and the Bowl Castle, Matthew Prof. So. But me about the ambassador, na Ghana for me, when you say, you can't economy, and I saw my number said you know any money. Ghana have the problem, and maybe not Dr. Bawumia, I can't watch him. I was a Ghana Hana, you never high and said, because Sabu, additional any, from Kaka. Now, the question I'm going to say, the economy, the baker, as say, Bawumia can't watch them, the fundamentals we expose you. The problem is that they're so dependent on import. On the same basis, Super Ghana for. Na dia yedi she adwane edi ye sabiu ye tie mamu ha enye bu kuni fufuo ni dokuna dia na yedi adwane edi ye mamu ha na ye no yeah, first say honorable Alan Kojo Chamatin. Esha say o kan ho asem say yen hye Friday and you can't designers omu pamata de me atade bi a metim pamata bi a be 700 Ghana cedi ba ko but this say quality na Ghana ni na enti me to na ma hye ohọ na eno na be ma oman edi yi into fundamentals na say yen jai de bia na buche ne ma na buche ma hwe credit score is excellent so dey bay na papa ba ko ka say yen no ho ye but eno kre but ye be duru ho and onipa bia as a leader na so odwen kokan nti Bawumia dwen kokan say we have to get there and then one e table che why sika say 5,000 so okoto phone da afia e bi see that her credit system ya no biare to ade abranche wa wie school a okura qualification unya adwuma ya o pre dan ho ade edan ne ede ma o twa ne kakaka ka bia beso tom bia no esan say unya adwuma nti ubenya ka mu ade atena na on to say be say suban ni eluku regime say ya be dua aduane ye di aduane ya hye atade ne de ene yem forget say betumpon ye suban ke yan say suban so man any ye niema fa na Dr. Bawumia ideas na de ba na Ghana for say suban development ye ndu ho da because na make to ye ndu order because ya gbe da etimu na nkasa ye problem do say say ya gbe na niema pa ye ka say de ba because credit rated dey by obetina Ghana so sa ye say de be ma e ka be ma na ye twa na kakaka na Ghana so obeji ka na kotena kura bi ase no da kwa trotro age obi atima so kan na Bawumia decide na ba wa ko register bank no ko di free we na e dey to oman mu ha edimi nwa ba oman no
I think your point is clear. Now, Prof making something in the say. But he was saying NDC and MPP, they don't address those fundamental issues. And okay, your credit score, Obi ba fa ho kwa wa gadre or the kotena kan kotena krasi abo remind. I mean, we have to start addressing those issues. Ghana Federal Mama, good evening, Akaba.
5 in Vim lady. Me does say what mammy akwenye. Yami can say, has some make and Mr. Joseph Hansen Becca, you know. Oh, say, ye wa brooch, say you now becca, nay, ye Ghana, now I just NDC. Be brave or what mobile program is so, and we are sponsored. Omu dia margin said to send Yamika last week, and none of money I become to send our margin. Yama Cosuno, ye wa brooch, no. Ya di MPP echi ache we ma di MPP echi unto me ba broche na me hu say eye kwase ade na me ye me sponsor bi mu family mu di ye yie me sin crofo a me ne omu fi ase omu nyina me abetena 20 years ni me ntimi ye omu aya go ho me di me ka call e man ntimi anye omu timi e ma me toka e di mo omu yi ni free ba me ntimi yi ma de me de no omu agi. But say betina ha na see support to NDC, MPP, NDC beba next time into me who omutumi ba. Yiba betina ha biom na ka NDC.
The same
MPP,
problem.
na ye wa broche ye bre. Onto yen ye be ka kire omo Ghana ni say. Sa kwase ade a omo ye wo fie no ya asisa ya adwen. Yen ka Ghana first. Anything na me try Ghana first no. Se wo ka Ghana sema e betwi obia, e betwi NDC, e betwi MPP. And then me kasa me friends friend me wo Ghana. E ka chem sa dem NDC ana. Sa no ka chem me.
Because of last week you buy the other kind no.
Yes.
Last week
I'm for a friend me can say I say one country NDC no. Yeah. I was at the one country na me look fat na can me see me niama ma ship ya ko Ghana was so. E wo me dem man me anton obi antumi nton. Me ana me choy me see up to now man me duty me try niama hye me dem obi antumi nton. Me brother ties yeah container more than 2 container me brother on so adwa me line. On so antumi ye nton. But still on the MPP dem see they are di na ye ho. Ye nkan Ghana. Ye kan ye nyina ho betoyen because abroche ye bre o ha obi ban so no mo aye ne yie omo anka na Satan Trump crown wini na me see na me feel say camera crab there na me see Trump camera crown say the mo fight but a surprise omo America ni UK last time UK su ye two government no fi su ya ye feel say Labour to me wini me go UK Labour to me beat omo with that stretch. some wind of change na air blow no.
Ghana so surprising BBC ana.
I bet me asi because me pa me my dream me wa Ghana e bia me vote but anka se me who say me share last meet Trump there be besi wa Ghana. Me who say I didn't call it tight na the come masankro ye pese oh you say yen sisa ya adwin yen dwin Ghana ho because yen hwe galamse e koso no enye MPP pe na beka enye NDC na beka ye kogina site ho a ye see ye vote ma ye stop galamse a NDC be wini NDC kogina ho a omuso say ye kan MPP be we hwana na e kama Ghana nti ye Ghana fo a ye wa abroche ye na ye beto yam no ye na etu kwan ye so ye immune system a ye weak me come Ghana anytime be to me malaria na me yent me too because my system na sisa wohu nti ye yanka na yesu say a ye kwa ye na eba akọ yare wo Ghana immune system na is strong they can survive with time no so menya kidney wohu nti bi say ye start say be kama Ghana minim say ni yimanu aba hai wadwa oba be kama MPP but with time no obesisa wohu ti say ni Mr. K we na yes say me wo do me kwa benya wohu ya fight about MPP but me just say yen nyina yen sisa ya adwene yen kan
na yen ko Ghana first
yen tumi ko tina Ghana na ye hu ntoyen but mu na mu nja me say Emmanuel wo fa K ni one in town nya mu kika mu ntwen na yen kan ma Ghana na Ghana yen tumi siesie na ye corner port tumi ni ma yie omunim ne ombetumi aye but omunim say ye kwa ye be fight am ya we abroche ye nim ne ekoso ye ya be fight am MPP omu wini a niema no mo ana be tight mu nti bi sram mu stop mu jamo mu na mu ka Ghana politics sram why mu ma yen kama Ghana first why me that's pa
but thank you so much no I see yen kama Ghana first because ya na oba Ghana ya na ebenya nti no Ghana first ima yeah, but the last person because next week more time why na winning
but meda was na ma bo abaso
right mama ndi obi
bisi meda was na ma bo abaso
oh you me that's it
na o Ghana first say yanka Ghana asem question ya na me person me busa o mo ne say Ghana for na ye tia brochire no anya ye nuanom ne ye nananom ne ye papa mo na te Ghana na ye nuanom ne ye papa mo na te Ghana aye no mu nyina na te ho enti ye free brochire ye free Ghana ye betena brochire ye suba ya sesa officer de na ye suba ya ne da so ye de te Ghana no eno a ne de abetena brochire no na me de meka ne say obia to na aba ma Bawumia no me change Ghana.
Okay.
Bawumia me change Ghana mayen. Me am we free senior high school no ho ban. Bawumia the frat rate ba. Abrochia ye tie ye bia ne say ye pese de noma ekọ Ghana na jai Ghana so tumpon. Enti no ye nto aba ma Bawumia na Bawumia mra no me change noma e mayen.
Yo. Right mama me na say no be us the tie Bawumia mra. But there was this issue about say condemn it for boating a research. Meanwhile, you were also saying so what friend for and from those people you called no NDC be winning. But at least you have an opportunity to respond to that.
I said I'm not here to condemn anything. That's what I said. I said I was not here to condemn anything that anybody has done. But Mrs. Zuma friend Crawford, and I have done my own unscientific research. I said that. Everything is can be a bogus. Me no waka in private say Ghana needs an intervention. We need the kind of intervention we need. I know we need an intervention, but we need the OCA because you try revolution that, right? You try ballot box since 1992. Until we need an intervention. The kind of intervention we need, the form. But there has to be an intervention.
But something must happen.
Something. Okay. Something must happen in Ghana.
I don't want to bust your bubble, but I have intelligence information that there are soldiers, security people are also understand by say BBC. That would be a very fine opportunity for people to also take over.
And na make us say minim the form. Some make say minim the form. Some make us say I try revolution that. Right? Rolling said the two by na yinsusa. Yehu and an insusa so yehu ye. Cool, ya try cool sa yehu what revolutions can do. Right? And I said, Miminsa say unhu bi da and I can't want to say. But when who be that they can't say. Right? And na ya try ballot democracy from 1992 I try abisine. So nti ehu ne nti na make us say there has to be an intervention. There has to be, because yentimi nko se de esiku ya. Yentimi nko. Since 1992 we are still an agrarian economy. We are not mechanized. Yentimi nko de we are still and me friend say me constituency Asante Achim. Enkwala esua de baby a emponche so da. Enwan so da. 2020 4. Yentimi nko se de esiku ye. So if we have leaders who says they are leading us, now we NDC, MPP, and a party for years and years are there. To me, no, there has to be an intervention. Okay. That intervention, the form, I don't know. Meaning say could the enam kusa from 66 to Kwame Nkrumah 72 one lima munyina ba yehu bia. And I try democracy be bia. Into that form, I don't know, but there has to be an intervention for Ghana to move forward.
Okay. Hey, Jude.
Prof can say, we need an intervention, but he doesn't know which kind. I will suggest to him, say, I know the very kind of intervention that Ghana needs. What Ghana needs now is a great and transformative leader. Or yet independent candidate. Obetimia form a government of national unity. Say here. Say at this particular point in time, see a leader or dear Fafani na beboom. Form government of national unity. Ghana say they say a retrogression because MPPC say, NDC say, polls for can say. One thing that I want to say about the polls, and say, so yeah, Ghana in us who polls no any wa dream any utum. So Obiba no babies I said between MPP and NDC. Why now pair a polls and I'm a until say, like I said, may no menye scientific researcher, but may Mr. be the evidence na a. So Obi Koka said why you polls na Obi anya percentage Obi anya percent. Do you know the kind of questions are it came to that result?
Okay.
Why is it that always it's like I said yentimi and positive like the exact kind of questions are ebia yibisa ene de kika ho me until say bia me hu to say na menua panyi Mr. Boateng until say me hu evidence na polls no ene wo botom polls no ne wasitinem and so ye Ghana ni na se nema nkoye mawa. There were a lot of candidates me bias opinion
look through the 12
me look through the 13 now nipa or what the leadership quality ultimately the Ghana's transformation in the year, election year, year, Alan John Kojo Chamaten. Because so far the 4 key competence, integrity, action, and like transformative oriented mentality. Alan Kojo Chamaten tops all. Because maybe one simple example. What who president or be a president? No akase. Ghana constitution, president need too much power. Since the I have never a free set if he's a strategic politics, that mean who's a candidate be aka say Ghana constitution now executive power the president too much. Into NGB fro, none maybe to say IGP, electoral commissioner, yen free president and then said. Never.
No, he has said about in fact when he was advocating for splitting of Attorney General's Department, the Ministry of Justice, those were some of the reasons why
because benefit
what Alan is talking about is on a larger scale. Constitutional reformation, create a second chamber or check executive. This is the man with the integrity. I was a Ghana for at this point in time. Into intervention now, prof, okay, intervention. a leader who will lead the government of national unity. And it's Alan John Kojicho.
Okay.
Thank you.
Jude. I know your time is like $300 an hour, right?
It's a say Friday. Politics as in between.
That's it. Mr. Martin, the issue about research, would you want to say anything about it? Prof, I can say was not trying to ridicule it, but he was just saying.
Told me free so. Anna go for framing say opinion. I don't know. Would do be bad so let me free so.
Prof, yesterday he was trying to undermine or research. He was just saying, they are questionable because usually the objective no.
Bias. Research Musa. But I know me person me who nipa because we him say Obia no criticize na and me ye adwuma na ye no. Utro buku kra itimi eye critic. Ya betimi criticize so. Entimi me po obi obe criticize adwuma me ye. Eno no ye far better sense may accept say BBI ye BI. In fact, research BI no ye perfect. Research BI no no ye perfect. In fact, methods na ade use nyina. E betimi amba say ube use snowball technique, me betimi use a different key informant approach. E be our results no be far better than me here. Enti na ya me pese we ye adwuma ya criticize so ya critic adwuma na wo ye. Ba nan kan pese ni ti asem poten a wo kan na e bia nkyiremu wo ho a me ye de me di akire no ha.
And then this I the two on send them out. Then maybe we
okay. Eno ni ade a
because he had said that he had conversations with Nkrofo in Accra, Kofodia, any other places. Of course, NDC is ahead. But that or making it very clear and yes, scientific on informal conversation. He sees NDC rather at the top.
No method no. The na American say, yeah, no, sponsor ye adwuma. Me no, me a social scientist, but yen no intelligence based because I know na machine. Inti adi bi wo ho no ma ubetimi aye se we hia nipa be 500 na adi be nyansa bi a me hia nipa be 50. Inti am cast me bi wo me use key informant approach me interview nipa be 18 ube interview nipa be 5000 menya answer no dan wo kra wo de inti no e bi wo ho no ma sane me meye no untimi unni hu sabi unni hu adwen a ubetimi de ayesa ha inti no enya biasa inti no we de menso me das na menso menchia busua bo no kuranie menchia me ba maame brago efe na nyame adon wokoda hospital kakra yi na ba fie nti ba bi obi a mechia no pa mechia no Carolina for they say they me flew aba landing no eti no
Oni princess money
meja oba ne aso no nyina wo North Carolina Freddy no nyina meja wo ngo okay ti ayi aka prof no mama me wa na me yantimi enye na ana betimi so dem no mama no na opeme de na ne se ne ayi adwuma na me so metimi a kire no okay that's it.
Into Prof. Jobin, which I'll be sharing a pobatin so that Muna and Amoya academic so that you can be talking among yourselves. There was a man I'm probably I made me a foul, but next week, Pacho, me show boss next week, me foul. Why? And I'm some so driving to me and found next week. So, Yampa, priority. Why? But at the end of the day, the Muna may follow what the elections and our whole graph. No, NDC has more green on the map than MPP, but MPP managed to win because of total number of votes are a free blue no more air banner. The ball is in every voter, every foot soldier, every party's aka one man. It's up to you to obey your campaign. Last minute be door to door, bed to bed, whatever. Do it. Nabo one castle party. The ball is in your court, like I'm saying. How you will campaign will determine the results. That results will be something else. Take the election results, no. Very, very serious. If Ujidi say whole party in a bit if you look at the total, this is how Parliament is looking now. I think I split, Parliament now a more chimpe between NDC and MPP. And now who NDC no. NDC were more ratings, they won more ratings, but they couldn't win the total number of votes because of a vote to donate through. And MPP has less blue, but they were able to win because of total number of votes now. A free hacket and then Ashanti region dropping my MPP they will be heading towards a disaster in this election. You know, and this is how Parliament is looking. But I said the Pobwat research is showing, MPP is going to tilt and get more blue. By the end, projections, it drew what any said the NDC by said the MPP so ebe. Timamina munyama send yanko pandaroma. Mubo ayemi ede edumane bro. DJ Kimbo to say December no hotel definitely December hotel. Isaac Mensah say apu your mama de and go on farmer no sing up palumpo boa. Your mama is ahead of a palumpo, Mr. White. John Campbell said thank you to John Campbell for staying. In fact, the real time baby account, but you guys have stayed with us. And hey for the Alan, I say Jude cry Alan cannot be president. Well, it does not lie in your mouth, it lies in the mouth of Ghanaian voters. So thank you so much for spending time with us. Thank you. Good night. Next week. What? Good night.